PM wants you to be in the stupid cabinet, the PM will phone back if you're out. Or you can phone back.
Darling, the whole point is that I ran the campaign against the PM for the leadership. If I'm out, well, who knows?
I could take a message.
There it is. Hello, yes, speaking. Oh, it's you, Michael. No, I haven't had a call. Have you had a call? Bill's had a call. What's he got? Europe? Bill's got Europe.
Lucky Europe. I didn't know Bill could speak French.
You can hardly speak English. Yeah, I'll call you back if I hear anything. Right. Bye. Fingers crossed. Hello. Yes, speaking. It's the gas board. Good Lord, man, that was weeks ago. Yeah, well, would you mind? I'm waiting for a rather important call. Look, Mr. Franklin, there happened to be a general election yesterday. Oh, you voted for the other side, did you? How on earth did you manage to get to the polling booth on the right day? 2 assistants, 3 returns for spare parts. Look, Mr. Franklin, no, frankly, Franklin, I don't care if the whole central heating system collapses in ruins. I have got to get off this phone. Goodbye.
They won't come now.
If the PN gives me consumer affairs, they'll come. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Darling, that is the front door. It'll be Frank.
Did you know Martin's got the Foreign Office?
Has he?
Jack's got health, and Fred's got energy.
Has anyone got brains?
What do you mean, education?
No, I know what I mean.
But what's left? I mean, what have I got?
Rhythm.
Frank, I have heard absolutely nothing. Not that it's surprising. My whole career is going down the drain and up the spout because the Prime Minister of England is totally unable to reach me on the electric telephone. You get it, would you, darling?
Hello?
Hello, this is the BBC. We were wondering if Mr. Hacker would like to be interviewed on the PM programme this afternoon.
PM?
PM? Hello, yes, Jim Hacker here. Yes,
Are you available this afternoon?
Yes, any time you like, any time you like.
We were wondering if perhaps we could interview you.
Well, yes, I've been hoping you'd call.
Tell me, what job do you think you're likely to get?
I beg your pardon?
Tell me, what job do you think you're likely to get?
Hardly for me to say, is it? That's for you to tell me.
What?
What? I mean, well, it's not up to me to say. I mean, that's for the PM to say. I mean, you're the PM's office. Oh, I see. The BBC PM office. I see. Oh, a silly mistake, yes. Yes. Goodbye.
Well, I did try and tell you.
You answer the bloody thing.
Hello? Mrs. Hacker speaking. Oh, congratulations, Prime Minister. It's Annie here.
Hello. Yes. Prime Minister. Yes, of course. Yes, Righto. I'll be on the next train. Hello, Vic. You know, Sir Humphrey Appleby, Vic Gould, our chief whip.
You really are a pain in the arse, aren't you? The PM's going up the wall.
Huh?
Hitting the roof. You can't go around making speeches like that.
Oh,
It's open government.
Oh, shut up, Weasel. Who's asking you?
Weasel.
Well, he's right, open government. I mean, it was the main plank in our manifesto. I mean, the PM believes in that.
Open, yes, but not gaping. In politics, you have to learn to say things with tact and finesse, you Burke. And when to say nothing at all. How long have you been a minister?
Week and a half.
I think you may have earned yourself a place in the Guinness Book of Records. I can see the headlines already. Cabinet splits on US trade. Hacker leads revolt against Prime Minister. That's what you want, is it?
Sir Arnold. What news?
That speech is causing the Prime Minister some distress. Has it definitely been released to the press?
Well, the Minister gave express instructions before noon, isn't that
I'm
right, Mr.
appalled at you, Humphrey. How could you let the minister put himself in this position without going through the proper channels?
The Minister and I believe in open government. We want to throw open the windows and let in a bit of fresh air. Isn't that right, Minister?
Well, Minister, it's good party stuff, but it puts the Prime Minister in a very difficult situation personally.
What about our commitment to open government?
This seems to be the closed season for open government.
Do you want to give thought to a draft letter of resignation, Minister? I mean, just in case.
Could we hush it up?
Hush it up. Do you mean suppress it?
Yes, I suppose I do.
I see. You mean that within the framework of the guidelines about open government that you have laid down, you are suggesting that we should adopt a more flexible posture?
Do I? Oh, yes, yes.
Excuse me, Minister, about the press release. There appears to have been a development which could precipitate a reappraisal of our position.
Oh?
Apparently, we failed to rescind the interdepartmental clearance procedure.
Oh.
The supplementary stop order came into effect.
Did it?
So it's all right, Minister. Your speech hasn't gone to the press. It's only gone to the Prime Minister's private office, and the duty officer had no instructions to pass it out without clearance from the PM and the Foreign Office, the American reference, you see.
But how come?
The fault is entirely mine, Minister. The procedure for holding up press releases dates back to before the era of open government, and I unaccountably omitted to rescind it. I do hope you'll forgive this lapse.
Well, yes, of course. That's quite all right, Humphrey, quite all right.
Thank you, Minister.
After all, we all make mistakes.
Yes, Minister.
The people of Miranda urge the Scots and the Irish to end the English oppression, cast off the imperialist yoke, and join the fellowship of free nations. Good God. Yes.
Well, Minister, we would appear to have been caught with our trousers down.
Humphrey, he can't say this in front of her.
Well, I don't like to say I told you so, but I told you so.
We're going to have egg all over our faces.
Not egg, Minister, just imperialist yoke.
3 Scottish by-elections on Thursday.
Well, yes, it is indeed a catastrophe, a tragedy, a cataclysmic, apocalyptic, monumental calamity. And you did it.
Humphrey, you're paid to advise me. Advise me.
Well, this is not unlike trying to advise the captain of the Titanic after he struck the iceberg.
Must be something we can do.
We could sing Abide With Me.
Yes?
Minister?
Ah, yes.
The Foreign Secretary would like a word.
Ah, Foreign Secretary.
Have you read this?
Yes, my minister's concerned that the government will have egg all over its face. Scotch egg, presumably.
Why is he doing it?
Well, maybe it's for home consumption. He's only just taken over. Perhaps he's trying to persuade the other African leaders that he's a pucker anti-colonialist.
Yes? Yes, Bernard.
The press officer would like a word.
Oh, dear.
Room for a little. Humphrey, do you think it's a good idea to issue a statement?
Well, Minister, in practical terms, we have the usual 6 options. 1, do nothing. 2, issue a statement deploring the scene. 3, lodge an official protest. 4, cut off aid. 5, break off diplomatic relations. And 6, declare war.
Which should we do?
Well, if we do nothing, we implicitly agree with the speech. 2, if we issue a statement, we'll just look foolish. 3, if we lodge a protest, it'll be ignored. 4, we can't cut off aid because we don't give them any. 5, if we break off diplomatic relations, we can't negotiate the oil rig contracts. And 6, if we declare war, it might just look as though we were overreacting.
In the old days, we just sent in a gunboat.
Yes.
I suppose that is absolutely out of the question. Yes.
Minister, the
Yes,
Permanent
but-
Under Secretary at the Foreign Office is coming down the corridor.
It's been like the black hole of Calcutta.
May I come in, Minister?
You can try.
This is all we needed.
Welcome to the Standing Committee.
Sir Frederick, you've seen this abominable speech. What are we going to do about it?
Well, Minister, Foreign Secretary, I think we know what's behind it. Don't we, Humpy?
Humphrey?
I think Sir Frederick is suggesting that the offending paragraph may be, shall we say, a bargaining counter.
You mean you want something?
But if he doesn't, why send us an advance copy?
See, well, why don't you find out what it is he wants?
Because the embassy staff are all new. We've only just seen the speech, and no one knows anything about this new president.
Except me.
Except you.
How?
They were at university together. The Old Boy Network.
Hey, that was 25 years ago. He may not even remember me. No, I don't really think I could. I think you ought to see him, Sir Frederick.
No, Minister, I think you'll carry more weight.
Well, we're all agreed then that the mountain shall go to Mohammed.
Oh, no. Jim's going.
That's what I meant.
All right. But you'll have to come with me.
Well, of course, Minister. I'd hardly let you do it on your own.
You read it?
I've read it.
Have you read this?
He's read it.
Let me read it to you.
We've read it.
Let's get rid of Jim Hacker by John Pilgrim, our special investigator. The Right Honourable Jim Hacker MP promised to carry out the government's pledge to slim down the civil service and to wipe out the interference from the Whitehall and Town Hall busybodies. But how many people realise that, to take just one example, more people serve in the Inland Revenue than the Royal Navy?
It's true.
I believe it is, Minister, yes.
Perhaps the government thinks that a tax is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's rather witty.
And have you read this bit?
I have read it.
I have discovered that no less than 4 ministries check the supply of the same army uniforms. The Ministry of Defence checks to see they get what they ordered. The Department of Industry checks to see they have been manufactured according to government regulations. The Treasury checks the bills, and Jim Hacker's mob just checks up on everyone else. Jim Hacker is the most obvious case of overmanning in Whitehall. Let's start by getting rid of him and saving at least one salary.
Frank, why did you read me that? I told you I'd read it.
Because I'm your political advisor. Do you realise how politically damaging this is for you?
Good morning, Minister. Have you read this?
Yes! I have read it. I have read it. You have read it. He has read it. We have all bloody read it. Have I made myself clear?
Abundantly, Minister.
I'm sorry. Sit down. Humphrey, we have got to slim down the civil service. How many people have we got in this department?
This department? Oh, well, very small.
Small. How small?
Oh, I don't know.
2,000? 3,000?
About 23,000, I think, Minister.
23,000? In the Department for Administrative Affairs? 23,000 people just administering other administrators? We'll have to do a time and motion study, see who we can get rid of.
We did one of those last year, Minister.
And?
It transpired we needed another 500 people. However, Minister, we could always close your bureaucratic watchdog office.
Oh, no, you don't. I've only just opened it. It's the one thing I've done since I got here.
Well, as you wish, Minister, but it has been criticised as a troublemaker's letterbox.
Yeah, I know. It's very popular with the voters, Humphrey. Gives them a chance to help us find ways to stop wasting government money.
Public doesn't know anything about wasting government money. We're the experts. That's not what I meant.
Well, the bureaucratic watchdog office stays.
Well, offhand, I can't think of what else to suggest.
Are you seriously telling me that there is no way we can cut down?
Well, I suppose we could lose 1 or 2 of the tea ladies.
Oh, do we should take this seriously? Tea ladies. I want the facts. I want to know who works here, what they do, what buildings we have, what goes on in them. A complete record. Then we'll know where to cut costs, cut staff, cut procedures.
The Civil Service, Minister, exists to implement legislation enacted by Parliament. As long as Parliament continues to legislate, the Civil Service must continue to... However, I'm fully seized of your requirements, Minister, and if you'll excuse me, I'll go and set the wheels in motion. Morning, Mr. Weasel.
Weisel. Did you know that the North West Regional Controller has achieved cuts of £32 million in his region alone? And that the Civil Service is suppressing the whole story?
Is this true?
Well, if it is, I'm aghast.
Well, why are they suppressing it?
Because if he can save money, everyone else will have to do it.
Why don't you look into it? Have a bit of a ferret around.
Do you think I could?
I think that's a very good idea, Mr. Ferret. Weasel. It's just Mr. Brough this morning, Minister, our Director of Manpower Planning for the North East region. You
Brough?
remember? Yes. Staff reductions. And then straight to the House for question time and a 7 o'clock division, and 8 o'clock the French Prime Minister's reception at his embassy.
Right.
If you will excuse me, Minister, I must take the schedules down to the Whip's office.
Bernard.
Oh, yes, Minister.
'Tis worth it, you know. Centre page straight. 3 pictures.
Yes, I have read it, Minister.
See this one of me, the cheese roll and the cardboard plate. No luxury lunches in Hacker's new austerity regime. Economy begins at home, said Jim Hacker today, as he set an example to Britain's pampered army of bowler-hatted bureaucrats. Terrific, isn't it?
Yes, you have read it to me already, Minister.
Great, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Economise on the beaches.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I would like to see the Minister.
Do you have an appointment?
My name's Ron Watson. I'm the General Secretary of the Union of Civil Service Transport and Associated Government Workers.
Yes, Mr. Watson.
We're very disturbed about rumours of cutbacks and redundancies affecting our members.
I'm sorry, Mr. Watson, you can't see the Minister now. You must have an appointment. Look, phone me tomorrow.
Well, why can't I arrange it now?
Look, I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
All right, Mandy, see if you can make an appointment for Mr. Watson to see the Minister next week.
Next week?
Mr. Bruff? Yes, we're expecting Mr. Bruff now. Oh, when's it due at Euston? Oh, well, we'll just have to cancel it for today, then. Yes, I'll tell him. Goodbye. Oh, sorry to keep you. Now, about your appointment. When would be convenient?
The meeting's cancelled, then?
Yes.
Right, so I can see him now.
Oh, no, I'm afraid not. You see, would you excuse me just a moment? Yes? No, he's not here. Well, he's gone over to the Whip's office, actually. Well, would you like the extension?
Mr. Bruff?
No, Mr. Bruff's had to cancel the meeting. My name's Ron Watson.
Oh, well, I'm glad you could get here instead, anyway. Sit down, won't you?
Oh, thank you.
Now, Mr.
Watson.
Mr. Watson, before we start, there's one thing I must make absolutely clear. This must not get out. If the unions were to get to hear of this, all hell would be let loose.
Oh, yes.
Of course, there'll be redundancies. You simply can't slim down a giant bureaucracy like this without getting rid of people. Ultimately, a lot of people.
Won't you be holding discussions with the unions first?
We'll go through the charade of discussions. But you know what trade unionists are like. Thick as 2 short planks and bloody-minded.
All of them?
Pretty well. Good Lord, you should know. All they're interested in is poaching each other's members and getting themselves on the telly. And they can't keep their big mouths shut.
What about drivers and transport service staff?
First to go. Good Lord. We waste a fortune on cars and drivers, and they're all on the fiddle.
I see. Because, as I was trying to explain, I'm not Mr. Bruff's deputy. I'm the General Secretary of the Union of Civil Service Transport and Associated Government Workers. And I came here to check there was no truth in the rumour of redundancies for my members.
Well, I didn't... All I meant... Oh, God. Hello, darling. Thank you, George. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Hello, darling.
Hello. Leaving me at last.
It's our anniversary tomorrow. Have you forgotten?
No, of course I hadn't forgotten. We're going to Paris. Oh, my God.
You had forgotten.
No, I hadn't. No, it's just I didn't... I'm going to Swansea tomorrow.
Swansea?
And Newcastle.
I don't want to go to Swansea and Newcastle for my anniversary.
No, not you, just me.
Cancel them.
I can't. What are you doing?
Cancel them. We booked this 3 months ago.
I can't.
Then I'll go to Paris without you.
Bernard? Yes, it's me. Look, I'm going to have to cancel tomorrow. Yeah, Swansea and Newcastle. Well, you see, it's my wife's wedding anniversary tomorrow.
It's yours, too.
Yeah, and mine, too, actually. Yes, it is. What do you mean, coincidence? Don't be silly, Bernard. Anyway, I'm going to Paris tomorrow, and that's final. Yes, I know I said before that it's final, but this time it is final. Well, you'll just have to cope as best you can, that's all. Yes, Yes? Definitely. Yes? Is that clear? Right.
We're going to Paris.
No, I'm going to Swansea and Newcastle. See me on TV tonight?
I saw somebody who looked like you.
What's that meant to mean?
Nothing?
Frank Weisel says I've just become a civil service mouthpiece.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Well, yes.
You mean you agree?
Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I mean, you could have hired an actor to say it all for you. He'd have said it better. And while you're at it, why not just sign your letters with a rubber stamp or get an assistant principal to sign them for you? They write them anyway.
Assistant principals do not write my letters. Under-secretaries do that.
I rest my case, my lord.
You don't think I've just become a puppet, do you?
Yes, I do. Maybe you should get Miss Piggy to do your job. At least she's prettier.
I don't know what to do about it. I'm just swamped by the work. I'm so depressed.
As we're not going to Paris, let's at least go out for a quiet little dinner tonight at the Trat on the corner.
No, I can't. Bernard's told me I've got to get through 3 red boxes tonight.
What do you mean Bernard's told you? Oh, darling, when you edited Reform, you were quite different. You went in, you told people what to do, you demanded what you wanted, and you got it. Now, either you get them by the throat or they get you by the throat. How many articles did you blue pencil and tear up in those days?
Dozens.
And how many official papers have you torn up?
I'm not allowed to.
Not allowed to? Darling, you're the minister. You can do anything you like.
The fact of the matter is that the civil service and I are in complete accord over this whole business. And I'm happy to announce that we're now ready to put our proposals into publication. In fact, tonight I can say that from September the 1st, every citizen of the UK will have the absolute right to inspect his personal file and check any information that he or she has ever supplied to the government. Secondly, no civil servant will be allowed to examine personal files from another department without a written authority from a minister. And I shall be announcing in the House next week legislation enabling citizens to take legal action against any civil servant who gains unauthorized access to his file.
Encouraging, Minister. Why did you not say so in the first place and put people's minds at rest?
Frankly, I didn't believe that the civil service could meet our deadlines, Godfrey. But they've convinced me that they can. And in fact, my permanent secretary has staked his reputation on it. If not, heads will roll. Anyway, assistant heads.
Yes, well, thank you very much, Minister.
It can't be done.
It's been announced on television.
Well, Bernard, what did you make of our minister's performance?
Well, I think it's checkmate.
See me on the box last night, Humphrey?
Of course, Minister.
How was I? Good?
A most remarkable performance, Minister, if I may say so.
Oh, you may.
Thank you, Minister. Well, Minister, we've been working very hard all night. And I'm happy to be able to tell you that we have come up with some draft proposals which would enable you to achieve your desired objectives by the stated dates.
Well done, Humphrey. You see, I told the nation how splendid you were. I was right. I had every confidence in you.
Quite so, Minister.
Must have had quite a night.
Yes, Minister, quite a night.
Let's see your proposals.
Here they are.
Here are mine.
Would you have specific proposals too?
Oh, indeed I have. Now, Humphrey, you read out what you've got on safeguards, and I'll read out what I've got, and we'll see how they compare.
Personal data. 1A. Safeguards must be applied with reference to 2 criteria. The need to know and the right to know. 1A1. The need to know.
Only those officials for whom the information is submitted may be deemed prima facie to have a need to know. We seem to be of the same mind, Humphrey.
Indeed, Minister. Where did those proposals come from? Minister, can you hear me? Where did those proposals come from?
Humphrey, my lips are sealed.
Just one more thing, Minister. The evidence to the Central Policy Review staff.
Oh, you mean the think tank, Humphrey?
Yes, Minister.
What about it?
Have you redrafted the redraft of your draft?
You don't want it yet, do you?
Yes.
Why?
Well, so that we can redraft it.
No, that won't be necessary,
I think it
Humphrey.
will, Minister.
Humphrey, drafting is not a civil service monopoly, you know.
No, it's a highly specialized skill which few outside the service can master.
Nonsense. Drafts is easy. It's a game anyone can play.
Not without getting huffed. So, could I have the draft proposal, please?
Certainly, Humphrey.
When, Minister?
Later, Humphrey.
Yes, but when?
Well, you're always saying we mustn't rush things, aren't you?
Minister, I must ask you for a straight answer. On what day? Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday?
In due course, Humphrey. At the appropriate juncture. In the fullness of time. When the moment is ripe. When the necessary procedures have been completed. Nothing precipitate, of course.
Minister, this is getting urgent.
Urgent, Humphrey? What a lot of new words we're learning.
Now, Minister, you'll forgive me if I say this, but I'm beginning to suspect that you are concealing something from me.
Oh, surely. You and I have no secrets from each other, have we, Humphrey?
I'm sorry, Minister, but sometimes one is forced to consider the possibility that affairs are being conducted in a way which, all things being considered and making all possible allowances, is, not to put too fine a point on it, perhaps not entirely straightforward.
Well, you're the expert on straightforwardness.
So what about the draft evidence to the Central Policy Review staff?
Well, since you ask, Humphrey, and to be perfectly straightforward, I have redrafted it myself. I don't want you to redraft it. I am perfectly happy with it as it is.
May I be bold enough to ask what you have said?
I've said what I wanted to say. Phased reductions in the civil service.
Yes, but
Humphrey, you have frustrated me over open government. You have frustrated me over the economy drive. But this time I'm going to have my way. The party wants it. The public wants it. And I'm bound to say that all we get from the civil service is delaying tactics.
Well, I wouldn't call civil service delays tactics, Minister. That would be to mistake lethargy for strategy.
Very droll, Humphrey. But you must realise that there is a real desire for radical reform in the air. The All-Party Select Committee on Administrative Affairs, which I founded, is a case in point. It's a great success.
Oh, indeed. What has it achieved?
Nothing yet. Hart is very pleased with it.
Ah. Why?
10 column inches in last Monday's Daily Mail for a start.
Oh, I see. The government is going to measure its success in column inches, is it?
Yes. No. Yes and no.
Now, Minister, the evidence that you're proposing to submit is not only untrue, it is also, which is much more serious, unwise. Now, we've been through all this before. The expansion of the civil service is the result of parliamentary legislation, not bureaucratic empire building.
So when this next comes up at question time, you want me to tell Parliament that it's their fault that the civil service is too big?
But it's the truth, Minister.
I don't want the truth. I want something I can tell Parliament. Humphrey, you're my permanent secretary. You're supposed to enact my policies, yet I still don't understand why you seem implacably opposed to them. I must know where you stand on all this.
Where one stands, Minister, depends upon where one sits.
Am I to infer that you'll not support me?
Oh, we'll always support you, Minister, but as your standard-bearer, not as your pall-bearer.
Humphrey, what are you saying?
I should have thought it was crystal clear, Minister. Do not send this report to a body whose recommendations are to be published.
That is exactly why I'm sending it. Now, I don't want to hear any more about it.
Look, everybody knows this Europass thing won't happen. Well, the PM's got to play along with it until after the Napoleon Prize is awarded.
Napoleon Prize?
Yes, it's a NATO award, given once every 5 years. Gold medal, big ceremony in Brussels, £100,000. The PM's the front runner this time. It's for the statesman who's made the biggest contribution to European unity.
Since Napoleon. That is, if you don't count Hitler.
So, what? Well, the awards committee sits in 6 weeks' time. Well, obviously, the PM isn't going to rock the boat until it's in the bag.
You don't put boats in bags.
What's that, Bernard?
Oh, nothing, Minister.
Once the prize is awarded, the PM will obviously dump the Euro passes.
Martin, how many people know about the winner of the Napoleon Prize?
Well, it's top secret.
Oh, you mean everyone?
No, top secret.
Well, that's it then. Humphrey, don't you see?
See what, Minister?
Backbenchers, leaks.
What, the Welsh Nationalist Party?
No.
Oh, sorry for it, Secretary. I'll come back
No, don't go. The very man. Come on in, Daniel. I want to ask your advice.
You know, I'll give any help I can, Minister. Though if it's a question of shutting stable doors after horses have bolted, even I am powerless to help, advice-wise.
I don't think you'll be powerless in this case. It's really a sort of moral dilemma. Look, supposing a backbencher were to put down a question for the Prime Minister, asking whether the Europass...
Which backbencher? Europass is top secret.
Oh, you mean like the winner of the Napoleon Prize is top secret?
I think the Minister meant a hypothetical backbencher.
Quite so, Bernard. Thank you. A hypothetical backbencher. And a hypothetical question to the PM asking whether or not Britain was going to adopt the Europass.
Highly improbable.
Oh, I agree. Highly improbable. But suppose the PM were to answer yes, it would be very damaging in the country.
Yes.
And suppose the PM were to answer no, it would be very damaging in Europe. And to the PM personally, Napoleon Prize-wise. Now, suppose a hypothetical minister were to get to hear of this hypothetical question in advance. What should he do?
Well, the only responsible course would be to ensure that the question was not tabled. That must be obvious.
Serious business, trying to suppress an MP's question.
Nevertheless, there is no other course.
The only way to stop him might be to get him to put down a question asking the Prime Minister to squash the rumours about the closure of the Department for Administrative Affairs.
Oh, I'm sure. Whatever made you think? No question of anything but the fullest support.
But you said only yesterday that a plan to abolish the department had been put up, and the PM was smiling on it.
No, smiling at it. Smiling at it, not on it. The whole idea is ridiculous, laughable, out of the question. Joke.
A joke?
It's a joke. I mean, you didn't imagine...
So that a minute from the Prime Minister's office confirming this and squashing the rumour will be circulated to all departments within 24 hours, so that we can all share it. Joke-wise, I mean.
Do you really think it's necessary?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure something can be arranged, if you'll excuse me.
Checkmate, I think.
Game, set and match.
But can Daniel Hughes really fix this? I mean, don't Prime Ministers have minds of their own?
Certainly. But as President Nixon's henchman once said, when you've got them by the balls, their hearts and minds will follow. So you think this might not get into the national press?
Well, a few lines on the inside page of The Guardian, but nothing to worry about. Actually, it's only the urban middle class who worry about the preservation of the countryside, because they don't have to live in it. Would that be all, Minister?
Yes. No! This may well blow over, but it doesn't answer my basic question.
Which was?
Why wasn't I told about it before I made the announcement?
There are those who have argued, and indeed cogently, that on occasion there are some things it is better for a minister not to know.
What are you talking about?
Minister, your answers in the House and at the press conference were superb. You were convincing and convinced. The critics were silenced, but could you have spoken with the same authority if the ecological pressure group had been badgering you?
But I have a right to know. I am the people's representative. What right have you got to withhold this information from me? It's intolerable.
It's in your own best interest,
What
Minister.
do you mean there are some things it is better for a minister not to know? I mean, it's outrageous. It must not occur again. And it so happens that I've got a plan here for the reorganization of this department which will ensure that it doesn't.
Indeed?
Yes, indeed. Now, if I were to have one undersecretary and two assistant secretaries reporting directly to me...
Minister,
No,
please.
No, just a moment, Humphrey. Let me tell you my plan.
The plan is immaterial. Minister, I have something to say to you which you may not like to hear.
Why should today be any different?
Minister, the traditional allocation of executive responsibilities has always been so determined as to liberate the ministerial incumbent from the administrative minutiae by devolving the managerial functions to those whose experience and qualifications have better formed them for the performance of such humble offices, thereby releasing their political overlords for the more onerous duties and profound deliberations which are the inevitable concomitant of their exalted position.
Now, whatever made you think I wouldn't want to hear that?
Well, I thought it might upset you.
How could it? I didn't understand a single word. Humphrey, for God's sake, for once in your life, put it into plain English.
If you insist, you are not here to run this department.
I beg your pardon?
You are not here to run this department.
I think I am. The people think I am, too.
With respect, Minister, you are... they are wrong.
And who does run this department?
I do.
I see. And what am I supposed to do?
We've been through all this before. Make policy, get legislation enacted, and above all, secure the department's budget in cabinet.
I sometimes think that the budget is all you ever really care about.
Well, it is rather important, Minister. If nobody cared about the budget, we might end up with a department so small that even a minister could run it.
Humphrey, are we about to have a fundamental disagreement about the nature of democracy?
No, Minister, merely a demarcation dispute. What I mean is that the menial chore of running a department is beneath you. You're fashioned for a nobler calling.
Well, I'm quite prepared to leave the routine paperwork to you, but I must insist on direct access to all information. Never again do I want to hear that phrase, there are some things it is better for a minister not to know. Is that clear?
Well, Minister, I do
That is an order, Humphrey.
As you say, Minister, if that is what you really want.
It's treating cabinet ministers as though they were irresponsible 10-year-olds.
Miss Hacker intends to join the Badger protest.
Oh, I thought it was over.
No, she and her boyfriend are going to conduct a 24-hour Save the Badgers vigil in Hayward Spinney unless a protection order is restored. And they're putting their announcement out to the press at 5 p.m.
Minister's daughter in Badger protest vigil. That's a little embarrassing, but it's not too serious.
Sir Humphrey, I think the minister is going to be more than a little embarrassed.
What do you mean?
Minister's daughter in nude Badger protest vigil.
What?
Yes, Miss Hacker and her boyfriend will be, that is, will not be. I mean, yes.
Do you mean Starkers, Bernard?
Yes, Sir Humphrey.
I see. Well, this puts a different complexion on it.
Yeah, especially in this weather.
Put in crude journalistic terms, this makes it a big story. Front page with photograph.
Now, Humphrey. Something the matter? Well?
Well, shall we say a slight embarrassment, Minister?
How slight?
Well, without wishing in any sense to overstate the case or cause undue alarm, nevertheless, the fact remains...
Oh, come on, Humphrey, out with it.
Minister, I have a confession to make.
Oh, that's a change. Oh. Come on, Humphrey. Make a clean breast of it.
Not the happiest of phrases under the
How do you mean?
I have to confess that the Badgers in Hayward Spinney may turn out to be a somewhat bigger story than we thought.
No. Don't tell me they're going to have kittens.
No, it's not the Badgers who are going to have kittens, Minister. There's going to be a 24-hour protest vigil in Hayward Spinney.
Yeah, well, you told me it wouldn't be very newsworthy.
No, it's slightly different, Minister. It's to be conducted by a girl student and her boyfriend.
What, just the two of them?
Yes.
Well, they don't matter, do they? Pair of irresponsible layabouts.
Well, they might matter to some people.
Nonsense, Bernard! Everybody's fed up with these ghastly students. They're just exhibitionists, you know.
Well, in this case, it would seem they have something to exhibit. It's to be a nude protest vigil.
I see. Yes, that would make the front pages.
Yes, quite so.
Well, the press just mustn't find out. Oh, really? I don't know what gets into these students. It's appalling. They're shameless.
Indeed, Minister.
It's their parents, you know. They don't bring them up properly. Just let them run wild, and then feed them all this trendy, middle-class, anti-establishment nonsense.
Well, perhaps it isn't entirely the parents' fault, Minister.
Oh, of course it is. Authority, Humphrey. All this student anarchy is a shocking indictment of their parents' lack of authority and discipline. So they just take it out on innocent people like
Me? Why, do we know?
Well, we know the young lady's name.
Lady? Huh. Who is she?
Well, it seems she's a Miss Hacker.
Oh, that's my name. That's a coincidence.
Not a complete coincidence.
Not Lucy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
As you see, she will be telephoning in 10 minutes' time.
Perhaps the press won't be all that interested. No, yeah. But will they really think it worthwhile going all the way up to Warwickshire?
For a story like this, I fear they'll think it worth going all the way to the South Pole. Good morning, Minister.
Morning, Humphrey. Morning, Bernard. Sorry I'm late. Just put them on the desk, would you, George?
Yes, sir.
I'll be about an hour. I don't want to be late at Broadcasting House.
Right, sir.
What's this broadcast all about, by the way? NATO, isn't it?
No, Minister. Partnerships in industry.
Oh, yes. Knew it was something like that. Who else is in it?
It's all in there, Minister. An employer and a trade unionist, as usual.
Joe Morgan. Wasn't he the TUC representative on the Solihull project?
Minister,
Yes, Humphrey.
Minister, you are not proposing to refer to the Solihull project on the air?
Certainly. I regard it as a shining example of cooperation between the government and private industry.
Yes, but all the same, I would be much happier if it were omitted.
Why?
Well, don't you think it's rather premature?
Certainly not. Building started months ago.
Exactly. Rather out of date, in fact.
Premature and out of date.
Well, untimely. Don't you think it'd be rather uninteresting to the general public?
Certainly not. It's something that's going on right now. Extremely interesting.
Yes, quite so. So interesting, in fact, that there is a danger that it might obscure your main point, perhaps.
What is my main point?
Bernard, what's the Minister's main point?
Yes, that private projects are more socially responsible with government money, and government projects are more efficient with private investment.
Yes, there I see. It underlines my main point. You really are a wet blanket, aren't you, Humphrey? Just go about stirring up apathy.
Minister, I must seriously advise you, with all the earnestness at my command, not to refer to the Solihull project on the air today.
Why?
What?
I said why.
Why?
Why?
Well, Minister,
Couldn't be that you're planning to take the credit for this yourself, could it? At next month's European Convention of Government Administration?
I beg your pardon.
Your keynote speech will make very good reading, won't it? Well, let me tell you a few facts of life, Humphrey. It is politicians who are responsible ultimately to the people, and it is we who get the credit, not civil servants.
Minister, I would be perfectly happy for you to have the credit for this project, but I must beg, beseech, and implore you not today.
No, it's no good, Humphrey. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to get all the political capital I can out of the Solihull project.
Minister, I must
know a good
strongly...
thing when I see one.
Please, Minister, do listen to...
No,
Minister...
no. Humphrey.
What?
£7.5 million, probable bankrupt proceeding, imminent collapse of project. Well, imminent collapse of project? Humphrey, why didn't you tell me all this before?
Minister, I am deeply conscious of the heavy burdens
When
of
this
your
becomes
office.
public knowledge, it'll be all over the front pages. It's a public scandal, a disaster.
It's appalling.
Wait a minute, Jim. Look, this report is dated before the election. You're in the clear. You're laughing.
Yes, but unfortunately, under the Convention of Ministerial Responsibility, the blame
But
must...
everyone will know it wasn't Jim.
Quite so, but the principle of democratic accountability requires the occasional human sacrifice. When the pack is baying for blood. Isn't that right, Minister?
Surely he has only to point to the dates.
Oh, a lesser man might try to wriggle out of it, but there is only one honourable course open, as the Minister is well aware.
Don't you think Frank might have a point?
Except, of course, only today, Minister, you have publicly identified yourself with the success of the project.
My God, the broadcast!
Yes, Minister.
When's it going out?
Well, it's due for transmission about now, Minister.
No.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Get onto the BBC at once.
Yes, Minister.
Stop it, Bernard.
Stop what, Minister? Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, Minister, I wish you luck, but you know what the BBC are
This
like.
is crisis. An emergency. This is a scandal.
Of course, I'm sure if you were to put it like that, they might
Might what?
move it to peak listening time.
Any luck, Bernard?
I'd just like to find out that there is a perfect example of what can be done. It's going on up in Solihull now, and government money and private investment in real partnership. And it does seem to me symbolic of everything this government is working for. I've taken a great deal of personal interest in the Solihull project, and it's not just words, it's actually there in bricks and mortar.
Symbolic of everything this government is working for.
Humphrey, how could you let me say all those things?
Minister, I can only advise. I did advise. I advised most
Yeah.
strongly, but when the advisor's advice is unheeded...
All right. Advise me, now.
Certainly, Minister. Now, it is possible that the bank may take over the contract from Bradley and Sloan Enterprises Limited, and all will be well.
The bank? Fine. Well,
The bank, however, is hesitant. But it so happens that the director in charge is to retire next year, and he's anxious to find another appointment. A chairmanship of a Quango, for instance.
Well, give him one. Give him that one you were reserving for that idiot Desmond Glazebrook. Who is the director in charge?
Desmond Glazebrook.
He's not a bad chap.
He's always attacking the government in public.
Yes, well, it does us good sometimes to appoint our opponents. I mean, you know, it's democratic, statesmanlike. Yes, I've changed my mind. I think that's a very good appointment.
But you can't.
Oh, shut up, Frank. Anybody else know about this?
Well, apart from ourselves and the bank and Michael Bradley, only the union representative on the project.
Joe Morgan, of course. That's what was behind his special Birmingham allowance claim. Blackmail.
That's quite so, Minister.
Humphrey, I've been thinking, if Desmond Glazebrook is going to be chairman, he'll need some support, won't he? Now, I was thinking of a deputy chairman, someone with real experience of industry.
An excellent thought, Minister.
Is there anyone you could advise me would be particularly appropriate, do you think? A trade unionist, for example?
What about Joe Morgan, Minister?
Joe Morgan? Excellent idea. Well done, Humphrey.
Oh, it takes two to Quango, Minister. Well, I suppose we could form an interdepartmental committee to examine the feasibility of monitoring a proposal for admitting patients at an earlier date.
How long would that take to report?
Oh, not long.
How long?
Oh, about 18 months.
Yeah. Well, I suggest that we get rid of all the staff currently employed at that hospital and use the money saved to open closed wards in other hospitals.
Minister!
When we can afford it, we open St. Edward's with medical staff, if you would be so kind.
Minister, if you do that, you will delay the opening of St. Edward's for patients for years.
Why?
Well, you talk as if the staff had nothing to do simply because there are no patients there.
What do they do?
Oh, really, Minister? There are a large number of extremely busy departments. First, there's a contingency department for fires, strikes, air raids, nuclear war, epidemics, food or water poisoning. In such a crisis, the local general hospital is a key centre for survival. Then there's the Data and Research Department, who at this moment are conducting a full-scale demographic survey of the catchment area. We have to anticipate the future requirements for maternity, geriatrics, pediatrics, and the male-female balance. Then, thirdly, there's finance, of course, projected accounts, balance sheets, and cash flow budgets. Then there's the purchasing department for purchasing medical and other equipment, examining estimates, looking at price lists and catalogues.
Purchasing what?
Well, everything, Minister. Everything from brain scanners to Brasso. May I continue?
Be briefer.
Would that I could, Minister. But I'm afraid you do need to understand. Fifth, there's the technical department for evaluating equipment. Sixth, there's the building department, which deals with the Phase 3 building plans, costing and so forth, for the final phase of the hospital, which should be completed by 1994. Then there's maintenance, cleaning and catering, personnel in charge of leave, national health insurance, salaries, as well as some staff welfare officers to look after the over 500 employees, and finally, administration.
Oh, administrators. More administrators to administrate the other administrators.
But this is important work, Minister. The typing pool, stationery, desks, office furniture and equipment, liaison between departments.
I can't tell whether you're being serious or not.
What do you mean?
Humphrey, there are no patients. That is what a hospital is for. Patients. Ill people. Healing the sick.
But, Minister, all these vital tasks that I've just listed must be carried out with or without patients.
Why?
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 I don't understand.
How else I can express it? Why?
Well, would you get rid of the army just because there was no war?
That is completely different. A hospital must produce results.
Minister, we don't measure our success by results, but by activity, and the activity is considerable and productive. Those 500 people are seriously overworked. Of course, the full establishment should be 650. May I show you some of the paperwork emanating from St. Edward's?
No, Humphrey. No, you may not. Enough is enough. Sack them.
Oh, out of the question, Minister. We need our administrators, otherwise the hospital will never open.
Well, sack the ancillary staff.
Equally impossible. The unions won't wear it.
Well, sack half the administrators, half the ancillary staff, and use the money saved to get some doctors and nurses and open some wards.
Oh, Minister,
No,
really.
no, Humphrey, no, that is my last word.
Please,
no,
Minister.
no, my last word. You may go.
Very well, Minister. I shall have a word with the health service unions. But I don't hold out much hope.
Go. How about a drink before we go home, Bernard?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Minister.
I thought that all went very well this morning at the hospital, didn't you, Bernard?
Yes, Minister.
I wasn't standing any argument, you know.
No, Minister.
Threatening to go on strike. Played right into my hands. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here, aren't we missing the news?
But our diplomatic correspondent says that the United States is now putting considerable pressure on the British government to take in some Cuban refugees. The government has made no official comment.
Of course not. Haven't got the money.
All workers in National Health Service hospitals in the Greater London area are to go on strike at Friday midnight. A row has blown up at St. Edward's Hospital in London over the proposed laying off of 170 ancillary workers. We spoke to union activist Billy Fraser.
We are striking against unemployment. We could bring London's hospitals to a complete standstill. There will be no blood transfusions during operations, no cancer treatment, nothing, until we have brought back a compassionate society.
How can you do this to patients?
We're not doing it. It's Mr. Hacker that's doing it.
Shouldn't you think twice before inflicting these terrible sanctions on innocent members of the public?
I can assure you, and I'd like to take this opportunity to assure the general public that every stone will be left unturned in a search for the settlement.
Minister.
Have you seen the news?
Yes.
You said you were going to talk to the union.
Yes, I know.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, at the moment we have an even more serious problem. Sir Maurice Williams' independent inquiry about the department.
Well?
It looks as though it's going to be unfavourable to us.
But you said he was sound.
Yes,
you said he wanted a peerage.
I know, but apparently he's also working his peerage in his capacity as chairman of the Joint Committee for the Resettlement of Refugees.
I see, and I suppose there are more brownie points to be got from refugees than from government inquiries.
Precisely, Minister.
Doesn't he realise we haven't got the money to rehouse these refugees?
Well,
Minister?
I don't care who it is, I don't want to talk to them.
It's number 10.
Hello, Jim. Yes, quite. Yes, I see. Not at all. Thank you. Number 10 has also seen Billy Fraser on the news. They hope that a peace formula can be reached very soon.
Well, on top of everything, Sir Maurice Williams says he'll be satisfied only if the United Kingdom will take and house 1,000 refugees.
But we haven't the money for these refugees.
Exactly.
We haven't even the money for a 1,000-bed hospital. How many refugees did you say Sir Maurice wanted us to take?
1,000.
1,000 refugees. 1,000 beds. Fully staffed.
Minister, that hospital is for sick British, not healthy foreigners. There's a huge waiting list for it.
Didn't you just say that Sir Maurice's independent inquiry was likely to come down against the department?
But that has got...
Is that what you want?
Yes, I see your point, Minister.
Bernard, reinstate all the workers at St. Edward's and tell Sir Maurice that we can offer him a new hospital with accommodation for 1,000 refugees. And tell the press that it was my decision and that everybody's happy.
Do you want to give them a quote, Minister?
Well, why not? Say, it was a tough decision, but a necessary one. Britain is to retain the name of
The Compassionate Society, Minister?
Thank you, Humphrey. The Compassionate Society. Got that, Bernard?
Oh, yes, Minister.
Yes, but I was a little bit worried about this idea of your ministers. Linking honours to economies and all that.
Oh, that? You've heard about that. A lot of nonsense.
Ah, good. You mean it's not true?
Well, not exactly. That is, he did just mention it. But,
But what?
Well, I can't find any effective arguments against it.
Humphrey, this is the thin end of the wedge.
That's what I said.
A Benite solution.
I said that.
There we go.
That's what I said. No, it's intolerable, but, irresistible.
Yes, well, I'm not in any sense reprimanding you. I don't know the facts well enough. But as head of the service, I would like your assurance that he won't be putting it into practice.
I certainly hope he won't be.
I'm not sure that hopes are quite good enough. Suppose he did apply it to your department. The contagion would spread throughout the government. Every department. So presumably we can count on you.
Well, I shall certainly try. But, it's rather tricky.
Well, I'm sure you know what you're doing, but this could cause people to reflect on your soundness. Of course, I have no doubts about you myself, but anyway, I thought it might be useful to have a little chat.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Arnold.
Oh, by the way, I had the master of our old college on the phone just now.
Oh.
He said you dined at Bailey last week.
That's right.
I told him I was sure you'd get your minister to treat them as a special case. I hope I was right.
Yes. Well, at any rate, I got the minister coming down to a benefactor's dinner.
Good. Sound man. Well, I must be getting over to number 10. Thanks for dropping in, Humphrey.
Oh, pleasure. Arnold.
I gather Sir Humphrey saw the Cabinet Secretary yesterday and got the most frightful wigging.
Really?
Yes, really tore him off a strip. Because of your brilliant scheme linking economies to honours.
Your scheme?
I think we've been through all that before.
Sorry. My scheme. How does the Cabinet Secretary give a wigging to someone as hired as Humphrey?
Well, normally I gather it's pretty civilised, but this time apparently it was no use. Sir Arnold told Sir Humphrey he wasn't actually reprimanding.
How does that, was it?
He actually suggested that some people might not think Sir Humphrey was sound.
Real punch-up.
Yes.
What has Sir Arnold to fear, anyway? To be honest, he could want to surely.
Well, naturally he has his G.
G?
Yes, you get your G after your K.
Speak in riddles, Bernard.
Well, take the Foreign Office. First you get the CMG, then the KCMG, then the GCMG. Commander of the Order of St. Michael and St. George, Knight Commander of St. Michael and St. George, Knight Grand Cross of St. Michael and St. George. Of course, in the service, CMG stands for Call Me God. And KCMG for Kindly Call Me God.
What does GCMG stand for?
God calls me God.
Well, why should Sir Arnold worry? He's got his full quota of honours, hasn't he?
Certainly not. Nowhere near. There's a peerage, the CH, the OM, the Order of the Garter, the Knight of the Thistle.
Knight of the Thistle? Who gets that? Scotsmen and donkeys?
There is a distinction, Minister.
You evidently haven't met the Scottish nationalists. How do they award the Thistle?
The committee sits on it.
Does Humphrey really think that I shall change government policy on university finance on the strength of a dinner at High Tech?
Well, I believe Bailey College give a very good dinner, Minister.
How much further?
Well, a few minutes. This M40 is a very good road.
And now it looks that there'll be no college left to remember.
Unless, of course, we can solve the problem of the overseas student crowd.
Well, of course, one would like to help oneself, help one's friends, help the college. Nothing to do with the honour.
Of course not.
Of course not. Ignoble thought.
The minister has always believed that it is a politician's duty to help others.
Absolutely. Name of the game. I mean, that's why we go into politics.
To help her. I am an idealist, really. I mean, it's nothing to do with the honour. As far as I can see, most of the honour comes after you're dead. Not much satisfaction to be gained out of having your name inscribed on the silver sconce when you're 6 feet under.
Incidentally, Master, to change the subject completely. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
When you award your honorary doctorate?
Well, the actual ceremony is not for a few months, but we have to make a final decision in just 2 weeks.
Honorary doctorate?
Aren't they already decided?
There is one doctorate of law still to be decided. We're wondering whether it should go to a judge or to someone in government.
Judge? You don't want to make a judge a doctor of law. The politicians who make the laws and pass the laws. I mean, if it wasn't for politicians, the judges wouldn't be able to judge. I mean, there'd be no laws to judge. You know what I mean? They'd have nothing to do. I mean, there'd be queues of unemployed judges in silly wigs. It's all right for judges. They don't have to suck up to TV producers, don't have to lie to journalists, don't have to pretend to like their cabinet colleagues. You know something else? Well, I'll tell you. If judges had to put up with some of my cabinet colleagues, they'd bring capital punishment back tomorrow. Bloody good job, too.
Oh, well, exactly.
Now, I'll tell you another thing. I can't send him to prison. Can't send him to prison. Now, if I were a judge, I could whiz old Humpy off to the scrubs, no trouble. Feet wouldn't touch. Clang bang. See you in 3 years' time. 1/3 remission for good conduct. I can't do that. I have to listen to him. Oh, God. On and on and on. Some of his sentences are longer than Judge Jeffries. No. Politicians are much more deserving. You don't want to give your doctorate honorates to judges. Definitely not.
Beautifully argued, Minister. I see now, you know, we shouldn't give it to a judge.
You put the case most expertly.
Almost like a doctor of laws,
Yeah.
Minister. In fact, do you know, I can see you there now, in the Sheldonian, standing there in those magnificent crimson robes, receiving your doctorate from in front of an enormous assembly of eminent scholars. Wonderful.
Marvellous.
How funny you should say that. I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh, good morning, Minister. Good morning, Bernard. Most enjoyable dinner last night, Minister.
Most enjoyable.
Yes, I wonder if we could have a private chat before the meeting begins. Would you forgive us, Bernard? Minister?
Yes. Oh, yes, I'll come down. Commander Forrest of the Special Branch. Shall I bring him in?
Oh, yes, please do.
The Special Branch have informed the Home Secretary, and he's recommended detectives to protect you. This man is here to inform you.
Detectives? They can't protect you against the assassin's bullet, can they? Nobody can.
No, certainly not, Minister, but they can determine that the assassin is brought to trial after the victim has been gunned down, of course.
Commander Forrest of the Special Branch.
Good morning, Commander.
Good morning, Commander.
Good morning, sir.
Do sit down.
Thank you, sir. You've been told about this list, sir.
List? Well, what list? Oh, list, yes.
If I can just brief you on the standard hazards and routine precautions.
Thank you, Bernard.
I suppose I don't have to take this sort of thing too seriously, do I?
Well, in a sense, that's up to you, sir. We do advise you...
I can see that most people might be in a frightful funk, but I mean, it's really all part of the job, isn't it? I mean, all in a day's work.
I admire your courage, sir.
Right, well, shoot. I mean,
Well, assassination hazards fall broadly into 4 categories. That's bullets, bombs, poisons, and so-called accidents. Of course, there's also gassing, throttling, stabbing, drowning, garrotting, and ritual disemboweling, but they are relatively uncommon in the UK.
That's all right, then.
Yes, let's start with bullets, shall we? Obviously, there's your assassin on a tall building or in a car, your killer who creeps up to you in a crowd, and there's your unexpected house caller, your marksman in a parked van, and the revolver through the window of your car. So, avoid crowds and always keep away from windows.
Commander, could I suggest perhaps we have bulletproof curtains for the office?
Bulletproof. They'll be here by lunchtime, sir. And we'll fit them in your London flat and your constituency residence when we do the whole place over.
Do it over?
Yes, just the usual special locks, sweeps, security alarms, 24-hour patrols by the local staff, that sort of thing, phone taps, so on.
Just the usual thing.
Yeah. You'll have a bodyguard of several men all round the clock, so never answer your own front door in person, and keep your car windows up and the doors locked while you're driving. Never draw up the car on the pavement side at traffic lights. You don't want a terrorist to jump in and kidnap you, do you, sir? No, of course you don't. Now, if he draws his car across in front of yours, don't ram it in the middle. Go for one of the axles and sweep it aside. That's it. Now, bombs. Car bombs, you know all about the letter and the parcel, so never open any yourself. But for the time being, I'm having them redirected. Now, poisons, well, obviously, you're going to be suspicious of any gifts of food or drink, chocolate, sweets, and so on, but check the milk bottle caps every morning for hypodermic holes. And don't forget the old umbrella with the poison needle in the ferrule jabbed into the calf. All right, sir. Now, accidents, right. Never walk along the outside edge of any pavement, river, jetty, wharf, or railway platform. We don't want to make it too easy for them, do we, sir? Especially the electric railway, so avoid the tube. Electrocution, yes, that's another of their favourites. Little tinkering with the telly, the kettle, the fire, the toaster, the hi-fi, the electric blanket, and Bob's your uncle. Your late uncle. So they have to be checked every time. Any questions? Good. Well, here's your list of standard safety precautions. I'll be in touch.
Oh, thank you, Commander.
Oh, if you are pushed out of a high window and there's iron railings underneath, try and land on your head. Quicker.
I don't follow. You say that you're out to stop bugging and phone tapping. And now you get this petition, 2.25 million signatures, a terrific boost for your case, and you won't even give me a quote saying you welcome it. What about a promise to implement its main recommendations?
Well, it's not quite as simple as that, Walter.
Why not?
Well, there are security implications.
There always were. Okay, I think I'm making an even bigger story. Minister rejects his own petition.
No, hold on.
Are you accepting it or rejecting it?
No.
My editor wants me to ask if being on the Freedom Army death list has altered your views on phone tapping in any way.
Oh, good heavens, no. Good heavens, what a strong idea.
But how else am I to explain this sudden change of tune?
Well, no change of tune.
Can Sir Humphrey have a moment?
Humphrey,
what can we do for you?
Well,
would you excuse us?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I won't be a minute.
I'll wait out there.
Thank you so much. Well, did you have a good weekend, Minister?
Marvellous. Just me and Annie and half of the special branch.
Oh, yeah.
All those romantic Rozzers, Smith & Wessons under their armpits, unforgettable.
The burdens of office.
This can't go on, Humphrey.
Now, I'm glad you said that, Minister, because it isn't going to. We've just heard from the special branch that your protection is being withdrawn.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I didn't mean... Why?
Well, the police have suffered an acute personnel establishment shortfall.
Am I?
They're short-staffed, so they can no longer continue protecting you.
Short-staffed?
It's because of a much more real and dangerous threat to the Soviet Premier at the Chequers meeting tomorrow.
But he's Russian. I'm British.
Well, in fact, Minister, the special branch have reason to believe that the threat to your life has been diminished.
How do they know?
Surveillance. They overheard a conversation.
What did it say?
Oh, I don't think it's of any particular...
Come on, Humphrey, I have a right to know.
Well, it was a conversation to the effect that, in view of the somewhat nebulous and inexplicit nature of your remit and the arguably marginal and peripheral nature of your influence on the central deliberations and decisions within the political process, that there could be a case for restructuring their action priorities in such a way as to eliminate your liquidation from their immediate agenda.
They said that?
That was the gist of it.
What does it mean in English?
Well, it means that they don't think that you're really important enough for it to be worth assassinating you.
Oh.
Now, I don't agree with them, of course.
Oh, you mean they did?
What?
You mean they should assassinate?
No.
You mean you don't think I'm important enough?
No. I mean you are important enough, but they shouldn't assassinate you anyway.
Well, that's marvellous, isn't it? Not that I was ever really worried.
What's the British Chemical Corporation up to in my constituency?
Well, they will shortly be announcing a very exciting project involving new jobs and new investment.
Yes, but there's some very worrying rumours about this new project.
Such as?
Rumours about dangerous chemicals.
All chemicals are dangerous. It just depends.
The Minister means that the rumours are completely unfounded and there's no cause for alarm.
All the same, can I have your assurance, Jim, that first of all there'll be a full public inquiry?
Actually, public inquiry might not be
The
a bad
Minister was
idea.
about to say there's absolutely no need for a public inquiry. The matter is being fully investigated already and a report will be issued shortly.
Listen, I came here to talk to Jim.
And indeed you are talking to him.
But he's not answering, you are.
The Minister and I are of one mind.
Whose mind? Your mind?
Oh.
Listen, I've heard on the grapevine that this factory will be making the chemical that poisoned Seveso in North Italy.
No, that's not true.
Isn't it?
The chemical in Seveso was dioxin. This is metadioxin.
But that must be virtually the same thing.
No, it's just a similar name.
It's the same name with meta stuck on the front.
That makes all the difference.
Why? What does meta mean?
What does meta mean, Humphrey?
Oh, it's quite simple. It means with or after, or sometimes beyond. It's from the Greek, of course.
Of course.
In other words, with or after dioxin, sometimes beyond dioxin. It depends whether it's the accusative or the genitive. With the accusative, it's beyond or after. With the genitive, it's with. As in Latin, of course, as you no doubt obviously recall, where the ablative is used for words needing a sense of with to precede them.
But of course there isn't an ablative in Greek, is there?
Well done, Bernard. Well done.
You see?
Not exactly, no.
Oh dear, I should have thought that was perfectly plain.
What I insist on knowing is what is the actual difference between dioxin and metadioxin.
Well, it's quite simple. Metadioxin is an inert compound of dioxin.
What?
Yes, I think I follow that, Humphrey. But could you explain it a little more clearly?
In what sense, Minister?
What does inert mean?
It means it's not... ert.
Wouldn't hurt a fly.
What did you say, Bernard?
Oh, nothing, Winston.
But what does that mean in practical terms?
What do you mean chemically?
Yes, chemically.
Yes, what does it mean chemically, Humphrey?
Well, I'm not sure I can explain it in layman's language, Minister. It's,
Do you know any chemistry, Humphrey?
No, of course not, Minister. I was in the scholarship form. Classics.
And what's a compound while we're at it?
Don't you know any chemistry either?
No, do you?
We ought to, oughtn't we?
Well, a compound is, it's... Well, you know what compound interest is?
Yes.
Yes. Well, jolly good thing to enjoy compound interest. Well, that's the sort of thing a compound is.
Yes, well, that's it then. To sum up, I think we're all of the same mind, broadly speaking, about this, and we're ready to go ahead with the proposal.
I've said no such thing.
We're agreed that the only difference is in the name, dioxin and metadioxin. It's like Littler and Hitler. I mean, nobody's suggesting you're like Adolf Hitler just because their names are rather the same.
That's not the point.
Well, what is the point?
The point is that this factory is in my constituency.
But it'll be good for the constituency. More jobs, more money. The only people we can possibly offend would be a few cranky environmentalists. At most, I should say, it couldn't cost us more than about 100 votes.
My majority is 91.
How does it feel, Richard, to move from the Commons to the Lords?
Like moving from animals to the vegetables. Oh, thank you, my dear. Good to see you, Pete. Now, come and meet an old friend of mine, Jim Hackett. Jim, this is Professor Henderson.
Professor Henderson?
I must say I didn't expect to see the minister.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yes. What a coincidence.
You two know each other.
Well, we haven't actually met.
No, but I'm writing a report for the minister's department.
Well, what a coincidence.
Yes, what a coincidence.
Extraordinary coincidence.
Now, I expect you're very happy with my report?
Oh, absolutely. Delighted. You must have worked very hard.
Well, most of the work was done by the FDA in Washington.
Ah, well, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and help my wife with the tea.
Tell me, have you ever written a government report before?
No.
Because, you know, your name will be on it forevermore. The Henderson Report. It's a kind of immortality.
Yes, I hadn't thought of it like that.
And you, if anything were to go wrong...
Go wrong?
If this metadioxin were to turn out to be not quite as safe as you say it is, your career, very courageous.
None of the standard tests on metadioxin show any evidence of teratogenic toxicity.
Standard tests, quite.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I was making a few notes in the train as I was coming down. And of course I'm not a biochemist, but it would appear that the American report leaves some important questions unanswered.
Well,
and some of the evidence is inconclusive, some of the findings have been questioned, and the figures are open to other interpretations.
But all figures
and
are open.
different results might come from a wider and more detailed study over a longer time scale.
Well, obviously.
Yes, but you see, if anything were to go wrong, I mean, even in 10 years' time, a delayed effect, the press would go straight to your report. And if it were to turn out that you'd ever, well, for instance, done laboratory trials for a multinational drug company...
That was 15 years ago.
14. You know what the press is like, even if there's no basis. No smoke without a fire couldn't be a millstone. The press would be absolutely merciless, especially the popular press. I mean, if anything went wrong, death agony of Henderson Report victims.
Yes. Yes. I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't alter the evidence. Metadioxin is a safe drug. The report has to say so.
Oh, quite. I can see you have no choice.
Come along, you two. Stop talking shop. Our professor of economics is dying to talk to you.
Oh, dear.
You're not worried about this report, are you, though, Peter? You know, I've done lots of these things. It's only the phrasing of the conclusion that you have to worry about. That's all the press have to read. Now, how does it end up now?
Well, I just say, on the existing evidence, the committee can see no reason not to proceed.
Yes. Well, it's just a question of a tidy little bit of redrafting. While the committee feel there's no reason for them not to proceed on the existing evidence, it must be emphasized that metadioxin is a comparatively recent compound, and it would be irresponsible to deny that after further research, its manufacture might be proved to be associated with health risks, something of that sort.
Yes, well, that seems perfectly fair. Could you just say that again?
Better than that. I'll jot it down for you.
Good evening, Sir Humphrey.
Oh, good evening, Major.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you very much. Arnold, when will we know about the reshuffle?
A little while yet.
Any news yet about my department?
Give me a chance, Humphrey. I'm only a cabinet secretary. I'm not the political correspondent of the New Standard.
But how does my minister stand?
Oh, I think the Prime Minister feels he's done all right. But there's been an interesting development.
Ah. What?
Brussels have asked if he'd be available for the next commissionership, if he wanted it. After all, he's a good European, in strict confidence.
So you think that he might be gently eased out?
Well, Sir Humphrey,
Oh, there you are, Bernard. Yes, good. Right. Would you like a coffee, Bernard?
Oh, thank you very much.
Pull up a chair. George, bring a coffee, will you? Well, Bernard, how do you feel about having a new minister?
You mean he's...
No, Sir Humphrey is merely conjecturing.
Ah. Well, of course, I'd be very sorry.
Oh, very.
Why, wouldn't you?
Well, of course not.
But the minister's just starting to get a grip on the job.
Exactly.
Ministers with a grip on the job are a bit of a nuisance, you know. They argue.
But all ministers argue.
Yes, but if they've got a grip on the job, there's a real danger that they might be right. One tells them that something is impossible, and they dig out an old paper in which one had said it was easy. Very tedious.
The moment they've gone, one can wipe the slate clean and start again with a new boy. Wonderful things, reshuffles. And prime ministers like them too. Fresh, decisive, keeps everyone on the hop. It's only ministers who panic about them.
Wouldn't it be interesting if ministers were fixed and permanent secretaries were shuffled around?
That, Bernard, would strike at the very heart of the system that has made Britain what she is today.
Power goes with permanence.
Impermanence is impotence.
And rotation is castration. It's time they all had a little spin.
Yes, but surely in a democracy...
Thank you, Bernard. That'll be all.
Yes, but I've only just...
Thank you, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, Sir Humphrey. Good night, Sir Arnold.
Though if your minister does take Brussels, I wouldn't get out the champagne too soon, Humphrey.
What do you mean?
There is talk of his possible successor at your department. Who? I don't quite know how to put this, but, well, Basil Corbett.
Time for your meeting with Sir Humphrey, Minister. Yes, fine.
What's it about?
It's the proposed visit to the Word Processing Conference in Brussels.
The Word Processing Conference. Humphrey, you'll be pleased to hear that I've changed my mind. I shall be going to Brussels after all.
You're resigning from the Department of Administrative Affairs?
No. I'm talking about this Word Processing Conference.
I see.
But I would like to see Brussels for myself, anyway.
Why?
Why not?
Why not indeed, but why?
I'm a curious person.
You certainly are, Minister.
And I think I've been a little hasty. I found your arguments on behalf of Brussels thoroughly convincing.
Minister, I've been reflecting on your views, and I find much truth and wisdom in your criticism of Brussels.
No.
Now, you've implied that it is corrupt, and you've opened my eyes,
No,
Minister.
Humphrey,
Minister, please.
Humphrey, it is you who have convinced me.
No, Minister.
No, I am now convinced that Brussels is full of dedicated men, all bearing a heavy burden, travel and entertainment. They need all that luxury, the odd drinking.
Caviar and champagne, private planes, air-conditioned Mercedes.
Well, it oils the diplomatic wheels, you know, Humphrey.
Snouts in the trough.
That is not an attractive phrase.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't think where I picked it up.
So we'll all go to this conference in Brussels, shall we agree?
Minister.
Yes?
Is your change of heart about Brussels entirely to do with my argument?
Yes, of course it is.
It wouldn't have anything to do with the rumour that you've been offered a post in Brussels yourself.
Humphrey, that thought is not worthy of you. There is such a thing as integrity.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Corbett. You can't let someone like Corbett. You simply can't let someone like Corbett loose on the department. It'd be disastrous. I mean, everything one says to Corbett appears in the Sun the next morning.
Glad to know you read the Sun.
Oh, but yes, you really must stop it, Arnold. I implore you.
I'm not the Prime Minister.
No, but it is really you who arranges the reshuffle, though, isn't it?
Oh, no. If there's an appointment the PM is really set on, the Cabinet Secretary must reluctantly acquiesce.
But, I mean, you do keep your hand on the tiller.
Well, if Hacker decides to turn down Brussels, it will make it a lot easier to keep Corbett away from your department.
Well, I'm afraid that's just the trouble. I think he's going to take Brussels.
No.
Yes, I know. He says he believes in the European ideal. Yes, I know. But you know how it is with politicians. They get taken in by their own speeches.
This is partly your fault, you know, Humphrey. You've blocked Hacker time and again.
What? Only in the interests of good government.
Arnold. Oh, quite. But what you really need now is for Hacker to have a big success in the next day or two.
A big success?
Yes.
In the next day or two?
That would give the PM a very good case for keeping him where he is. Then we might be able to move Corbett to employment.
Oh, why? Is Fred definitely going?
Yes, keeps falling asleep in cabinet.
I thought they all did.
Yes, but not while they're actually talking.
You know, things are changing fast. We live in a world of change. The silicon chip is changing our lives. The quality of life is becoming more and more important. The environment, conservation, problems of pollution, the future of our children, and our children's children. These are today's issues. There is, quite rightly, an increasing concern about high-rise buildings. I'm happy to be able to reassure all of you who are members of the Architectural Association. I'm so sorry.
Yesterday's speech. Well, that's the one I had, Minister.
No, you've got...
Look in your inside pocket.
You didn't...
No,
please. So sorry. I made a speech yesterday, and... Anyway, this is right. It's a great pleasure to be here with you all at the City Farm today. You know, things are changing fast. We live in a world of change. The silicon chip is changing our lives. The quality of life is becoming more and more important. The environment, conservation, pollution, future of our children's children. These are today's issues. The City Farm movement is a welcome and important addition to the way of life for children in inner cities. And we in the government feel that they have a vital part to play in our children's educational and social life. And we shall do all we can to help this movement to flourish. Happy birthday.
Sue Lawley's just arrived. Can we do the interview now, please?
Yes, set it up with the most attractive children and animals, would you?
Of course.
Thank you for saying that, Minister.
It was a pleasure.
Can we really rely on your support?
Well, of course you can.
You see, our lease is running out at the end of the year, and we have to get it extended.
Well, that isn't quite within my sphere of influence, but I'll certainly do all I can to help this movement to flourish.
Minister, would you come and do the interview now? Yes. This is Sue Lawley of Nationwide.
Lawley, what a very great pleasure. I do believe I'm one of your greatest fans. Probably the greatest.
I'm sorry to butt in, Minister, but could we have a moment or two for the children and staff to get autographs?
Your autographs, certainly. Yes, all right. Come on. Come on, that's enough. Come on, yes, come on. Now, what was it you wanted to say in this interview?
Well, I thought if we could begin, I would ask a couple of questions of the warden and then come to you for your comments.
Yes, certainly. Where would you like us to be?
I think on the edge here, really, with perhaps some animals and some children.
Oh, yes. Fine. Splendid.
Super. Well, if we could,
Minister, please.
This sweet little girl here on your knee, Mr. Hacker. It was just lovely. Thank you.
All right, come on. Let's get on with it, shall we?
Turn over.
Come on. Running.
We're running, Sue.
Warden, I understand that the lease of this wonderful city farm is due to run out at the end of the year.
Yes, we have been very worried about this, but I've just had a word with the Minister, Mr. Hacker here, and he has indicated that he will make sure that this farm can carry on.
Minister, how are you going to ensure that the city farm keeps on running?
You see, Sue, the fact is, and let me make this perfectly clear, the quality of life is becoming more and more important. The environment, conservation, problems of pollution, the future of our children. And our children's children, these are today's issues.
Minister, thank you very much indeed.
Cut. Thank you. Bernard.
Mrs. Phillips, Minister.
Who's Mrs. Phillips?
The warden of the City Farm you visited yesterday.
Ah! She pleased with the publicity I got for her?
Well, she doesn't seem too pleased.
Why not?
She's just heard the farm is being closed. Well, the lease is up at the end of the year, and she just said it's being turned into a car park for Inland Revenue inspectors.
Oh, God. What will they say about this?
Children and animals evicted by taxmen. Minister goes back on TV pledge.
Oh, my heavens. This must be stopped. But don't just stand there. Do something, Bill. What idiot authorised that?
You did, Minister. What? The administrative order you signed yesterday giving government departments power to take over local authority land. Section 7, subsection 3...
Get me Humphrey.
Yes, he's on his way, Minister. And I'm afraid Mrs. Phillips is waiting in the private office.
Phillips is the last person I want to see. This is the greatest disaster of this century, Bernard.
There were 2 world wars.
Oh, Bernard, fighting on the beaches is one thing. Evicting cuddly animals and children to make room for tax inspectors' cars is quite another league. Ah, Humphrey.
Oh, Minister, I saw you on television last night. What a treat.
Never mind about television. What's this about the city farm being closed?
Ah, yes. Well, the Treasury acting
Yeah, well,
under
it's got to be stopped.
Well, unfortunately, it is a Treasury decision and beyond our jurisdiction.
I shall revoke the order.
Well, unfortunately, that is impossible, or very difficult, or highly inadvisable, or would require legislation, one of those. In any case, it could not invalidate an action taken while the order was in force.
I don't
So
care if he's with the Queen and the Pope.
What?
Judas!
Hey, look here.
You promised to support us.
Well, and so I
Then
did.
you must see that our lease is renewed.
Well, dear lady, I'm afraid it's not within the minister's...
Mr. Hacker, you have given your word.
Yeah,
Are you going to keep it?
Well, of course, I shall leave no stone and every avenue, everything done that is humanly possible.
You mean no?
No. I mean, yes, I mean, no. No, yes, I mean, well, definitely not. No, yes. I mean, no.
Very well. Don't say I haven't warned you. My husband is deputy features editor of The Express. Tomorrow morning, your name will be manure. You will be roasted alive by the whole of the national press.
Well, it falls to few people to be within the space of 24 hours both St. Francis and St. Joan.
Humphrey, something must be done to stop this farm closing. Otherwise, I shall look at complete...
Yes. Oh, apparently Sir Desmond Glazebrook's outside.
Glazebrook, what does he want?
I can't imagine.
Better send him in.
Yeah, send him in. After all, this is open day at the Department of Administrative Affairs.
Minister, I just happened to be passing. I've had an idea.
Oh, really?
If you were to give us permission for an extra 9 stories...
Come on, you're ready. I'll give us 6.
Ah, yes, but if you were to give us 9 extra stories, we could postpone Phase 3 for 7 years. That would leave this side vacant.
Well?
Well, I was reading this morning in the Financial Times about your visit to the city farm. I thought it was a jolly good wheeze. And you see, our Phase 3 site is only 200 yards from it, so you could use it to extend the farm. Or if they had to move for any reason, it's actually a bit larger. We thought of calling it the James Hacker Cuddly Animal Sanctuary. Well, animal sanctuary, anyway. And 9 stories really isn't very much, is it?
James Hacker, Animal Sanctuary. You know, Humphrey, I think government has got to be awfully careful about throttling small businesses.
The bank isn't actually a small business.
It would be if we throttled it, Bernard.
Well, Bernard, how have you enjoyed having your minister out of the office for a week?
Oh, not very much.
Haven't you?
No, it makes things very difficult.
Oh, Bernard. A minister's absence is a godsend. It'll do the job properly for once. No silly questions, no bright ideas, no fussing about what the papers are saying. Do you know, Bernard, I sometimes think our minister doesn't believe that he exists unless he's reading about himself in the papers. I'll bet you the first thing he says when he gets into the office is, any press reports on my Washington speech?
How much do you bet?
£1.
Done. He won't, because he's already asked. In the car on the way back from Heathrow.
You're learning, Bernard.
Thank you.
So you see why a minister's absence is a good thing?
Oh, yes, but so much work piles up.
Splendid. There we are. What with a couple of days' briefing before he goes and the debriefing and backlog when he gets back, we can keep him out of the department's hair for a fortnight. Then for the next 6 months, whenever he complains about not being informed about something, we can tell him it came up while he was away.
Is this why we're having so many summit conferences?
Well, of course. That's the only way the country works. Concentrate all the power at number 10, then send the PM away. To the EEC summits, NATO summits, Commonwealth summits, anywhere. Then the cabinet secretary can get on with running the country properly.
we ought to be seeing him now.
Bernard, what do you think of the Minister's Washington speech that Peter wrote? British government administration is a model of loyalty, integrity, and efficiency. It's a ruthless war on waste, cutting bureaucracy to the bone, lesson Britain could teach the world.
And is it true? Can we prove it?
Oh, Bernard, a good speech isn't one where we can prove the minister is telling the truth. It's one in which nobody else can prove that he's lying.
Yes. But even so,
Yeah?
well, I'm sure Peter did a frightfully good job on it and everything, but I just wondered whether perhaps it might have been a bit boring for the audience.
Of course it was boring. Bored the pants off them. Ghastly to have to sit through it, I should think.
Oh, well, then, I mean, if
Well, ministers' speeches aren't written for the audience they're speaking to, Bernard.
Aren't they?
Delivering a speech is just a formality you have to go through in order to get the press release into the papers. We can't worry about entertaining people. We're not script writers for a comedian. Well, not a professional one, anyway. No, the point is that the speech said the right things.
But why does it have to be said in public?
Well, it's vital. Once the speech is printed, the minister is committed to defending us in front of select committees and things.
But he defends us anyway.
Well, only to a point, Bernard. Once something goes wrong, the minister's first instinct is to rat on his department. So, we write him a speech that makes him nail his trousers to the mast.
Oh, you mean nail his colours to the mast?
No, nail his trousers to the mast. Then he can't climb down. Come on. Welcome home, Minister.
Bernard, didn't you say there were some press cuttings of my Washington speech somewhere?
Yes, I put them in the box.
Oh! Actually, it was an error which occurred before certain important facts were known. And I can assure you it is an oversight that couldn't possibly happen again. Wouldn't you agree, Minister?
Sir Humphrey's reply is perfectly correct. The correct official reply. But I have been thinking very deeply over the last few days since we last met. And there's no doubt in my mind that this committee is on to something. Of course there's... And of course excuses can always be found in individual cases. But you have convinced me that our whole approach is wrong. Ministers and their civil servants so often cover up and defend where they should seek out and destroy. I have spoken to Mr. Malcolm Rhodes, the author of this invaluable book, and he has agreed to head an independent outside inquiry into the whole field of government administration, starting with my department.
And how does Sir Humphrey react to this?
Oh, Sir Humphrey is in complete agreement with me. We work as a team, don't we, Humphrey? If I may say so, he is a pleasure to work with.
But, Minister, this account of what's been going on doesn't square with what you were saying in your Washington speech about a ruthless war on waste.
Well, I'm an old-fashioned sort of chap, Betty. And I believe in a thing called loyalty. Whatever you say about your chaps in private, you defend them in public, isn't that so, Humphrey?
In that case, aren't you being rather disloyal to them now?
No, I believe that a minister has a higher loyalty. A loyalty to Parliament, a loyalty to the nation. And that loyalty must be paramount. However hard, however painful that may be. Well, of course, one is loyal to one's department and to one's officials until the evidence is overwhelming. But I must now say in public what I've long said in private, that reforms can and will take place. And I know that in this I shall find in Sir Humphrey my staunchest ally. Isn't that so, Humphrey?
Yes, Minister. Yes, Minister. That was a big help, Minister.
Well, I did my best.
You did your best for yourself, so this is your idea of teamwork, is it? Oh, most amusing.
Well, I had to do it.
You had to do what? Cravenly admit everything to that committee? Don't you realize how calamitous this has been for us?
Well, not both of us, I hope.
You hope in vain, Minister. The department is up in arms. They'll have very little confidence in you in the future. And as for number 10, well, I shudder to think how the PM will react to your public admission of failure.
A personal letter from the Prime Minister.
did warn you, Minister. Bernard, perhaps you should give some thought to drafting a face-saving letter of resignation for the Minister.
Dear Jim. Dear Jim. We haven't seen enough of each other lately. Would you be free to come to lunch at Chequers on Sunday? We shall just be the family. Do please bring Annie and Lucy. I look forward so much to seeing you.
I don't think I...
It's paid off. It has paid off.
A conspiracy. That drink with Mark Spencer.
We haven't seen enough of each other. Lunch at Chequers, just the family. And look, it's handwritten. You realise, Humphrey, how much this is worth?
I believe the going rate is 30 pieces of silver, Minister.
I'm going to announce a quota of 25% women deputy secretaries and permanent secretaries to be achieved within the next 4 years.
Now, wait a minute, Minister.
Why?
Well, I'm obviously in total sympathy with your objectives.
Obviously.
Of course we must have more women at the top. Of course. And all of us are deeply concerned by this apparent imbalance. But these things take time.
Yes, I want to make a start straight away.
I agree wholeheartedly. And I propose we make an immediate start by setting up an interdepartmental committee and forming
No, Humphrey, no. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I don't want the usual delaying tactics. This needs a sledgehammer. We must cut through the red tape.
Oh, you can't cut tape with a sledgehammer, Minister.
Oh, now, Minister, you do me an injustice. I was not about to suggest delaying tactics.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Minister. I was about to suggest that if we are to have a 25% quota of women, we need a much larger intake at the recruitment stage so that eventually there will be 25% in the top jobs.
When?
In 25 years.
No. You haven't got quite my drift. I mean now.
Oh. You mean now?
Got it in one, Humphrey.
Minister, it takes time to do things now.
The 3 articles of civil service faith. It takes longer to do things quickly, it's more expensive to do them cheaply, and it's more democratic to do them in secret. No. I have suggested 4 years, and I think that's masses of time.
Oh, dear me, no. I don't mean political time, I mean real time. Civil servants are grown like oak trees, not mustard and cress. They bloom and ripen with the seasons. They mature like
yourself.
Well, I was about to say like an old port.
Like Grimsby, perhaps.
Yes, I was being serious, Minister.
Yes, I foresaw this problem, and I propose we solve it by bringing in top women from outside the service to fill vacancies in the top jobs.
I don't think I quite understood.
Watch my mouth, Humphrey. We will bring in women from outside.
But the whole strength of the system is that it is incorruptible, pure and unsullied by outside influences.
People move from job to job throughout industry. Why should the civil service be different?
Well, the civil service is different. It demands subtlety.
Discretion.
Devotion to duty.
Soundness.
Soundness. Well said, Bernard. Civil servants require endless patience and boundless understanding. They need to be able and willing to change horses midstream, as the politicians change what they are pleased to call their minds.
And you have all these talents, Humphrey.
Well, it is just that one has been properly,
matured, like Grimsby.
Straight.
No, Humphrey. Ask yourself seriously, if there isn't something wrong with the system, why are there so few women deputy secretaries?
Well, they keep leaving to have babies and things.
Babies at the age of nearly 50, surely not.
Well, I don't know, Minister. Really, I don't. I'm on your side. We really do need more women at the top.
Good, because I'm not waiting 25 years. There's a vacancy for deputy secretary in this department, isn't there?
Yes?
I shall appoint a woman, Sarah Harrison.
Sarah Harrison?
I think she's very able, don't you?
Very able for a woman, for a person, a very able person.
And she has ideas. She is an original thinker.
Yes, I'm afraid that's true, but she doesn't let it interfere with her work.
What have you got against her?
Nothing. I think she's quite excellent. I'm a great supporter of hers. I advocated her promotion last year to Undersecretary at a very early age.
Would you agree that she is an outstanding Undersecretary?
Yes.
So on balance, it is a good idea.
On balance, yes and no.
It's not a very clear answer, Humphrey.
It's a balanced answer.
Well, I must say that it seems right and proper to me that men and women be treated fairly and equally, and I think I speak for all of us when I say that we all feel that in principle there should be such targets set and goals achieved.
Bill?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'm fully in favour of this idea. We must have some positive discrimination in favour of women. Of course, it wouldn't work with the Foreign and Commonwealth Office for obvious reasons. I mean, we couldn't post women ambassadors to Iran or any of the Muslim nations. Most of the third world are not so advanced as we are in connection with women's rights, and as we have to send diplomats to new postings every 3 years, this idea is obviously not for us, but I do applaud the principle.
Yes, me too. I'm all in favour of it. I think we need the feminine touch. Women are better at handling some problems than men, no doubt about it. Of course, we would have to make an exception as far as the Home Office is concerned. Women are not the right people to run prisons or the police. And quite probably they wouldn't want to do it anyway.
But you do agree with the principle?
Oh, yes, no question.
Peter?
Well, yes, the same applies to defence. Alas, all those admirals and generals. And it would be possible, of course, to appoint a woman as head of security, for instance.
M would have to become F.
Yes, defence is clearly a man's world, like industry and employment. All those trade union leaders. But what about the DHSS, John?
Well, I'm happy to say that women are well represented near the top of the DHSS. After all, we have 2 of the 4 deputy secretaries currently at Whitehall. Not eligible for permanent secretary, of course, because they're deputy chief medical officers, and I'm not sure they're really suitable for... No, that's unfair. Of course, women are 80% of our clerical staff and 99% of the typing grade, so we're not doing too badly by the market. And in principle, I'm in favour of them going to the very top.
Good, good. Well, I think the feeling of the meeting is, in principle, that we're all thoroughly in favour of equal rights for the ladies. It's just that there are certain special problems in individual departments.
Now, what about this question of the quota? Frankly, I must tell you that I'm against it.
Politicians, I know.
We must, in my view, always have the right to promote the best man for the job, regardless of sex. And speaking as an ardent feminist myself, I think that the problem lies in recruiting the right sort of women. Married women with families tend to drop out because, in all honesty, they cannot give their work their full single-minded attention.
And unmarried women with no children are not fully rounded people with a thorough understanding of life.
So that in practice, it's rarely possible to find a fully rounded married woman with a happy home and 3 children who's prepared to devote her whole life, or virtually her whole life, to a department. It's catch-22, really. Well, catch-22, subparagraph A.
Yes, I think we must ensure that our respective ministers oppose this quota idea in Cabinet by drawing our own minister's attention to each department's own special problems. But we will, of course, recommend the principle of equal opportunities at every level.
Principle. Yes. And may I say just one more thing? Through the chair, I'd like to add that my minister also sees the promotion of women as a means of creating greater diversity at the top of the service. I think we should stress when briefing our ministers that, quite frankly, you couldn't find a more diverse lot than us.
Absolutely. A real cross-section of the nation.
But surely you don't intend to tamper with the democratic rights of freely elected local government representatives?
Well, no, of course not. Local government isn't democratic. Local democracy is a farce. And the vast majority of people don't even know how their councillor is. And they never vote in a local election. And those who do simply regard it as a popularity poll for the government here in Westminster. Local councillors, in practice, are accountable to nobody.
They're public-spirited citizens, selflessly sacrificing their spare time.
Have you ever met any?
Occasionally, when there was no alternative.
Half of them are self-centred busybodies on an ego trip, and the other half are in it for what they can get out of it.
Perhaps they ought to be in the House of Commons. I mean, to see how a proper legislative assembly behaves.
Anyhow, I'm going to get a grip on them. I have a plan.
You have a plan?
Yes. I'm going to insist that any local official who puts up a plan costing more than
say, £10,000, must accompany it with failure standards.
With what?
With a statement saying that he will have failed if his project does not achieve certain preset results or exceeds fixed time or staff or budget limits.
Minister, where did you get the idea for this dangerous nonsense?
From someone in the department.
Minister, I have warned you before about the dangers of speaking to people in the department. I implore you to stay out of the minefield of local government. It is a political graveyard.
But excuse me, Sir Humphrey, you cannot have a graveyard in a minefield. Because all the corpses would...
But you got me this job, you said.
Yes, but I didn't expect you to do anything. I mean, you've never done anything before.
Humphrey, I am deaf to your complaints.
Please, I beg you.
No, Humphrey. I want specific proposals, straight away, and immediate plans for their implementation by local government. Don't know why you're in such a fuss about, anyway. I'm only proposing failure standards for local government, not here in Whitehall. Though, come to think of it...
If you insist on interfering in local government, may I make a suggestion that could prove a very real vote winner?
Humphrey, I want to hear no more about it. Vote winner?
An area of local government that needs urgent attention.
What?
Civil defence.
You mean fallout shelters? Surely they're just a joke.
Precisely, Minister. At the moment, they are a joke. Local authorities are dragging their feet, but the highest duty of any government is to protect its citizens.
Some people think that the building of shelters makes nuclear war more likely.
Well, if you have the weapons, you must have the shelters.
Sometimes wonder why we need the weapons.
Minister, you're not a unilateralist.
Sometimes wonder, you know.
Well, then you must resign from the government.
Oh, no. I'm not that unilateralist. In any case, the Americans will always protect us from the Russians, won't they?
Russians? Who's talking about the Russians?
Well, the independent deterrent.
It's to protect us against the French.
That's astounding.
Why?
Well, they're our allies, our partners.
Well, they are now. But they've been our enemies for most of the past 900 years. I mean, if they got the bomb, we must have the bomb.
Well, if it's for the French, of course that's different. Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, can't trust the frogs.
Oh, say that again.
There is considerable disquiet about the BBC's attitude and hostility towards the government.
But that's absurd.
Is it? Well, they've been documenting instances of bias in BBC Current Affairs. Favourable news stories not reported. Oh, yes, excessive publicity for other countries' case against Britain, especially our common market enemies. Partners. Oh, yes. Jokes against the Prime Minister. Unnecessary publicity for anti-government demonstrations and ministers' programs. Suggestions not accepted. I'm afraid I didn't have room in my case for the others.
But I'm sure we've got answers to all these.
Of course, the BBC's always got answers. Silly ones, but it's got them.
Yes, of course. But I thought it only fair to warn you that questions are being asked.
What sort of questions?
Well, for example, were Parliament to be televised, whether it shouldn't be entrusted to ITV.
Can't be serious.
And whether the BBC administration is actually making the cuts in jobs and premises that we've endured in government. And should a select committee be appointed to scrutinise BBC expenditure?
But that would be an intolerable intrusion.
Well, of course. And then, of course, there's this extraordinary matter of the boxes at Ascot, Wimbledon, Lord's, Covent Garden and the Prom.
Ah, yes, well, those are technical requirements. Production and engineering staff.
Reports from the Inland Revenue suggest that the production and engineering staff are all holding champagne glasses and are all accompanied by their wives or ladies of equal distinction. And all bear remarkable similarity to governors, directors, and executives of the corporation and their friends. Oh, I say, you've come out very well, haven't you? Mind you, it is just possible that we might be able to contain all this criticism, provided the files don't get any larger. And I've been urging my minister that there's really no need to take up this case of the civil defence issue formally.
But you must see my position. The BBC cannot give in to government pressure.
No, of course not. We wouldn't want them to, would we, Minister?
Wouldn't we?
No, of course we wouldn't. But you see, the Minister's interview with Ludovic Kennedy did contain some factual errors.
Factual errors? Ah, well, now that's different. I mean, as you know, the BBC couldn't give in to government pressure.
Oh, absolutely
But
not.
we do set great store by factual accuracy.
Oh, yes. But you see, some of the information in the interview might well be out of date by the time of transmission.
Out of date? Ah, well, now that's serious. I mean, obviously, the BBC, as you know, couldn't possibly give in to government pressure.
Oh, indeed not.
But we do not want to transmit out-of-date material.
Yeah, and since the recording, I realized that I made one or two inadvertent slips that might have security implications.
Such as?
He can't tell you what they are.
Why not?
Security.
You can't be too careful about security, I do agree. If the defence of the realm is at stake, well, we do have to be very responsible. I mean, obviously, the BBC couldn't give in to government pressure.
No, absolutely.
But security, well, you can't be too careful.
Can't be too careful, you say.
No, if there are inaccuracies and security worries, well, the BBC wouldn't want to put the interview out.
Precisely.
That puts a completely different complexion on it. Transmission would not be in the public's interest. But I must make one thing absolutely clear.
Yes?
There can be absolutely no question of the BBC ever giving in to government pressure.
Absolutely. I was no question of protecting officials, of course not, no. But, responsible ministers must be very...
30 years ago, Humphrey. In any case, weren't the other lot in office then?
Well, yes,
Why are you so concerned?
Oh, I'm not. No. Oh, not me personally, but it's the principle, the precedent, the policy, the...
Policy is up to me, Humphrey, and I've said yes, so it's done. Okay? What's the matter with Humphrey? I haven't done anything wrong, have I? There aren't any security implications, are there? What's the problem? Am I talking to myself?
Oh, no, Minister, I'm listening.
Well, why did you answer?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought your questions were purely rhetorical. Well, I can see no reason for Sir Humphrey to be so anxious.
Unless... Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't think so, Minister. I'm not thinking anything, really.
I think I begin to smell a rat.
Oh, shall I get an environmental health officer?
How long has Sir Humphrey been here at the Department of Administrative Affairs?
All his career, hasn't he, ever since it was founded?
When was that?
1964, the same time as they started the Department for Economic Affairs. Now I think I'm thinking what you're thinking.
What are you thinking?
You're thinking where was he before 1964? It'll be in Who's Who. He must have been in some other department and been trawled when they started the DAA.
What?
Trawled, fished, caught in the net. Here we are. Oh, my God.
What?
From 1950 to 1956, he was assistant principal at the Scottish office. On secondment from the War Office. Regional contracts officer.
30 years ago. So the official who chucked away £40 million taxpayers' money. How frightful. Awful. Dreadful. And all the papers due for release in a few weeks' time. Get Humphrey to come back here at once.
Hello, Graham. It's Bernard. The Minister wonders if Sir Humphrey could spare some time for a meeting sometime during the next couple of days.
At once.
In fact, sometime during the course of today is really what the Minister...
once.
Or to be precise, sometime during the next 60 seconds. He's coming round now.
Why did he faint?
No, he's just, you know.
It's a serious one.
Yes, sir.
No laughing matter.
Oh, no, certainly not, miss.
The question is, how am I going to deal with it?
Well, in my opinion...
The question was purely rhetorical, Bernard. Humphrey, come in, come in. Sorry, Bernard. Yes, Humphrey?
Minister, I think there is something that perhaps you ought to know.
Yes, Humphrey.
The identity of the official whose alleged responsibility for this hypothetical oversight has been the subject of recent discussion is not shrouded in quite such impenetrable obscurity as certain previous disclosures may have led you to assume. But not to put too fine a point on it, the individual in question is, it may surprise you to learn, one whom your present interlocutor is in the habit of defining by means of the perpendicular pronoun.
Beg your pardon?
It was I. No. I was under pressure. We were overworked. There was panic. Parliamentary questions table. Well, obviously I'm not a trained lawyer, or I wouldn't have been in charge of the legal unit. It just happened. It was 30 years ago. Everybody makes mistakes.
Well, Humphrey, I forgive you.
Oh, thank you, Minister.
Why didn't you tell me about this before, Humphrey? We have no secrets from each other, have we?
That is for you to say, Minister.
Well, not entirely. Anyhow, what are we going to do? I'm going to be roasted if I don't release all those papers to the Mail. Of course, I might be able to do something about it. I haven't got this other worry on my plate.
What other worry?
Being roasted by the press for disciplining the most efficient council in Great Britain.
Ah. Do you know, Minister, I've been thinking about South Derbyshire.
Oh, good.
Obviously, we can't change the law, but perhaps we might show them a little leniency. You know, private word to the chief executive. Give them a chance to mend their ways.
Well, that might help considerably. But how am I going to explain the missing documents to the Mail?
Well, this is what we normally do in circumstances like these.
This file contains the complete set of papers, except for a number of secret documents, a few others which are part of still active files, some correspondence lost in the floods of 1967. Was 1967 a particularly bad winter?
No, a marvellous winter. We lost no end of embarrassing files.
Some records which went astray in the move to London, and others when the War Office was incorporated in the Ministry of Defence, and the normal withdrawal of papers whose publication could give grounds for an action for libel, or breach of confidence, or cause embarrassment to friendly governments. Well, that's pretty comprehensive. And how many does that normally leave for them to look at? How many does it actually leave? About 100? 50? 10? 5? 4? 3? 2? 1? 0?
Yes, Minister.
Oh, excuse me, Minister. There's an urgent call for you in the communications room. Mr. Haig.
General Haig?
No, Mr. Haig. You know, with the dimples.
Excuse me. Most important. I believe there's a message for me from Mr. Haig.
Yes, Minister.
I'm the only woman here.
Yes, special dispensation. They've made you an honorary man for the evening.
This is going to look wonderful on the corner table in our hall.
Oh, well, actually, Mrs. Hacker, I'm not sure if...
If what?
Well, you see, it's a gift to the minister.
Well, it's his hall, too.
No, what I mean is, I don't think you'll be allowed to keep it.
Why ever not?
Well, I suppose it could be thought if it were valuable, it could influence some ministers. I mean, not your minister. That is my minister. Our minister. Your husband, as it were. As it is, in fact. I mean, he is. I mean, well, some ministers...
Bernard.
Sorry.
Are you telling me we have to give it back?
Oh, no, that would be an insult.
We can't keep it. We can't give it back. What do I do?
Well, it becomes the property of the government and it's put in a basement somewhere in Whitehall.
Are you sure we can't keep it?
Not if it's worth more than about £50.
How do we find out?
You get a valuation.
Could you get a valuation?
Well...
Wouldn't it be wonderful if it was less than £50 because it's awfully pretty?
Well, I suppose I could try.
Oh, Bernard, you are wonderful. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Bernard. Yes, yes. Wanted in the communications room, Mr. John Walker.
Johnny Walker?
Yes, from the Scotch office. Scottish office.
Isn't there a message for me, darling?
Yes, of course there is. Bernard will get it for you if you give him your glass. If you give him your glass, he'll get you some more orange juice as well. Yeah. Oh, Bernard, is Humphrey here yet?
Yes, he's just over here,
Oh,
Minister.
excuse me.
Excuse me.
Traditional Foreign Office courtesy to our Arab hosts, isn't that right, Effendi?
Spot on, Humpy. Is that right, Your Royal Highness?
Yes, we regard it as a most warm and gracious compliment.
May I present our Minister, Mr. Hacker? This is Prince Mohammed.
How do you do, Your Royal Highness?
Pleased to meet you, Your Excellency.
Excellency. I think, if you'll excuse me, I just must have a quick word with Sir Humphrey.
Please. Highness.
Can't believe my eyes. What are you here as? Alibaba?
Minister, when in Rome...
We are not in Rome. Humphrey, you look ridiculous. Suppose if we were in the Fiji Islands, you'd be dressed in a grass skirt.
The Foreign Office takes the view that as the Arab nations are a very sensitive people, that we should show them whose side we're on.
Well, it may come as a surprise to the Foreign Office, but you're supposed to be on our side. But, any messages in the communication?
Oh, well, there is one for Sir Humphrey, Minister.
Oh, good, yes.
Yes, the Soviet embassy's on the line, Sir Humphrey, and Mr. Smirnov.
Soviet.
You sure there isn't one for me?
Oh, well, there was a message from the British Embassy compound, the school, a delegation of teachers.
Must go and greet the teachers. Before the bells goes. Bell goes.
Yes, Minister, I agree with you. I see now that there is a moral dimension to everything. Will you tell the press about the communications room, or shall I? You know, all the Scotch in Cwmrâl.
You mean to tell me that if I say... Then you must tell... And drop me in the...
In the moral dimension.
This is completely different. It's not the same thing at all.
Why?
Drinking, it's not corruption.
No, it's just deceit, that's all. We have deceived the Qumranis. I am racked with guilt. Tormented by the knowledge that we have violated their solemn and sacred Islamic law in their own country. Sooner or later, we'll have to own up and admit that it was all your idea.
It wasn't.
It was.
Was it?
Is it 50 lashes or 100?
Minister, I must ask you to meet this journalist or she'll write something terrible anyway.
Oh, yes, all right, yes. What am I going to say?
Well, may I suggest that attack is the best form of defense?
Yes, attack. Attack, yes. Good thinking, Humphrey. Yes, got it.
Minister, may I introduce Miss Jenny Goodwin from The Guardian?
Ah, do come in. Sit down, won't you, Jenny? I may call you Jenny, may I not?
If you like.
Now, what seems to be the trouble?
Two things, really, Minister. Both of them rather worrying to the public. The first is a story that you may have seen in the French press. It's about corruption in BES getting the Qumrani contract.
Complete nonsense.
But they quoted reports of payments to officials.
Really, this is absolutely typical. A British company slogs its guts out to win orders, create jobs, earn dollars, and what does it get from the media? A smear campaign.
But if they won by bribery...
There is no question of bribery. I've had a full internal inquiry, and all these so-called payments have been identified.
What as?
Commissioner fees, administrative overheads.
Operative costs, managerial surcharges.
Your introduction expenses, miscellaneous outgoings.
We have looked into every brown envelope, every account book, and everything is completely in order.
I see.
And may I say one further thing? Allegations of this nature are symptomatic of a very sick society, for which I'm afraid the media must take its share of the blame.
The media?
Why are you putting thousands of British jobs at risk? I am calling on the Press Council to censure the press for its appalling lack of professional standards in running this story. The Council, and indeed the House of Commons, must be concerned about the standards which have applied in this disgraceful matter. And pressure will be brought to bear to make sure that this sort of gutter press reporting is not repeated.
I see. Well, there is this other question. It's about the rose-water jar apparently presented to you in Qumran.
Yes?
I saw it in your flat, actually.
Well, yes, we're keeping it there, temporarily.
Temporarily.
Oh, yes, it's very valuable, you know.
Mrs. Hacker said that it was an imitation.
Burglars, girl, burglars. They've got well, until we can get rid of it.
Get rid of it?
Yes, I'm presenting it to our local museum as soon as I get up to the constituency at the weekend. Well, we can't hold on to it, you know. It's government property. Now, what was your question?
The reason there has never been an integrated transport policy is that such a policy is in everybody's interest except the minister who creates it.
Why?
Now, how can I put it in a manner which is close to your heart? It is the ultimate vote loser.
Vote loser?
Why do you think the Transport Secretary isn't doing it? Why do you think he suggested the Lord Privy Seal? Why do you think the Lord Privy Seal suggested the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster? And why do you think he suggested the Lord President of the Council?
I didn't know all this.
And why do you think they invited you to number 10 behind my back? Minister, this hideous appointment has been hurtling around Whitehall for the last 3 weeks, like a grenade with the pin taken out.
Well, if I could pull it off, it would be a feather in my cap.
If you pulled it off, Minister, it wouldn't be in your cap anymore.
Thank you, Bernard. If you pull it off, Minister, no one will feel the benefits for 10 years. And long before that, you and I will have moved on.
Or up.
Or out. In the meantime, formulating policy means making choices. Once you do that, you please the people that you favour, but you infuriate everybody else. 1 vote gained, 10 lost. Now, if you give the job to the road services, the rail board and unions will scream. If you give it to the railways, the road lobby will massacre you. And if you cut British Airways investment plans, they will hold a devastating press conference that same afternoon.
But I'm going to be Transport Supremo.
I believe the civil service vernacular is Transport Muggins.
No, Humphrey. The Prime Minister has asked me to undertake this task, this necessary duty. And after all, we must all endeavour to do our duty. Furthermore, Sir Mark thinks there may be votes in it. And if so, I don't intend to look a gift horse in the mouth.
I put it to you, Minister, that you are looking a Trojan horse in the mouth.
But if we look closely at this gift horse, We'll find it's full of Trojans.
If you had looked a Trojan horse in the mouth, Minister, you would have found Greeks inside. But the point is, it was the Greeks who gave the Trojan horse to the Trojans, so technically it wasn't a Trojan horse at all, it was a Greek horse. Hence the tag, Timeo Danios et Dona Ferentes, which you will recall is usually and somewhat inaccurately translated as beware of Greeks bearing gifts, or doubtless you would have recalled had you not attended the LSE.
Yes, well, I'm sure Greek tags are all very well in their way, but can we stick to the point, please?
Sorry, Greek tags?
Beware of Greeks bearing gifts. I suppose the EEC equivalent would be beware of Greeks bearing an olive oil surplus.
Excellent, Minister.
No, I take your point.
Well, the point is, Minister, that just as the Trojan horse was in fact Greek, what you describe as a Greek tag is in fact Latin. It's obvious, really. The Greeks would never suggest be wearing of themselves, if one can use such a participle, be wearing, that is. And it's clearly Latin, not because Timeo ends in O, because the Greek first person also ends in O. Though actually there is a Greek word, timeo, meaning I honor. But the OS ending is a nominative singular termination of the second declension in Greek, and an accusative plural in Latin, of course. Though actually, Danios is not only the Greek for Greek, it's also the Latin for Greek. It's very interesting, really.
Yes, I take your point, Humphrey, but is it really?
Well, Minister, perhaps you will allow me to prove it to you. I will arrange a preliminary conference for you with 3 undersecretaries from the Department of Transport, from the Roads Division, the Rail Division, and the Air Transport Division.
Civil servants? What will that prove?
Well, I think it may illustrate to you some of the problems you will encounter.
You may be right, Humphrey. But if I succeed, this could be my Falkland Islands.
And you could be General Galtieri.
What if the press should get hold of this, eh? They'd have to have another leak inquiry.
They won't really set up an inquiry, will they?
Oh, bound to.
Won't that be embarrassing?
No. That's what leak inquiries are for. Setting up. They don't actually conduct them.
No, members may be appointed, but they'll probably never even meet. They'll certainly never report.
How many leak inquiries can you recall, Bernard, that actually named the culprit?
In round figures.
Well, if you wanted in round figures, none.
They never report. If the culprit is a civil servant, it'd be unfair to publish. Politicians are there to take the rap.
If it was a politician, he still can't publish it because he'll disclose all the other leaks he knows of by his colleagues.
But chiefly they can't publish because most leaks come from number 10.
The ship of state, Bernard, is the only ship that leaks from the top.
So, if the problem is a leaky PM, as in this case, the facts are difficult to get at and impossible to publish if you do.
May I remind you, Minister, that gentleman from the press is waiting to see you.
Ah, yes.
Oh, well, I'll leave you then, Minister Schnack.
Humphrey,
Minister?
have you got another copy of these new proposals?
Of course.
Because I'm awfully absent-minded, you know. I'm always leaving documents lying around. Getting where I've put them.
I do understand, Minister.
Another leak. This is extremely serious.
Yes,
Absolutely.
This is almost approaching a disciplinary level.
I do so agree, don't you, Humphrey?
Oh, yes, indeed. If only we could find the culprits, it would be a most serious matter for them.
Perhaps I can help there. I think that if I were to use my influence, I could achieve a disclosure from the Times of how they got hold of your original transport plans.
Oh?
Really?
I think I might be able to help there, too, you know.
Indeed?
Are you sure, Minister?
Oh, yes. I feel confident that I should be able to find out where the press got hold of the leak about the Prime Minister's opposition to our original plans. Of course, if it transpired that the leak came from the Prime Minister's own office, that'd be even more serious than a leak from a Cabinet Minister's private office, wouldn't it? I mean, the security implications alone. Perhaps we ought to call in the police, or perhaps MI5.
MI5, indeed.
The leak from the Prime Minister's office is very, very serious.
Nevertheless, our first priority must be to investigate the original leak.
No, surely our first priority must be to investigate a possible leak from number 10. At all events, the inevitable public outcry after all these leaks is going to make it awfully difficult for us to formulate an integrated national transport policy within the DAA.
The time is unripe, the climate is unsuitable, the atmosphere is unfavourable.
Our only two avenues of approach are now blocked.
I wonder if it might not be wiser to take the whole matter back to the Department of Transport.
Now, that, Arnold, is a brilliant idea.
I wish I'd thought of that.
There remains the question of the leaks.
Indeed there does, and I do feel we ought to treat this with the utmost gravity. I think I may have a solution.
Indeed.
Will you please recommend to the Prime Minister that we set up an immediate leak inquiry?
Yes.
Yes, well, the PM has asked me to have a preliminary conversation and write a background note. Save time later.
Oh. Well, I've been given some pretty dramatic information.
Go on.
The Italian Red terrorist groups are being supplied with top-secret bomb detonators made in this country in a government factory.
And you feel you should tell the PM?
Well, yes, the PM's head of security.
I don't think it's anything to burden the PM with. Let's hold it over, shall we?
You mean, forget all about it?
That's my recommendation.
I'm sorry, Vic, I can't accept it. The PM must be told.
If the PM were to be told, there'd have to be an inquiry.
Exactly.
Which might perhaps reveal that all sorts of undesirable, even hostile governments had been supplied with British-made arms.
Are you serious?
Oh, I said perhaps. Which might perhaps be highly embarrassing to some of our cabinet colleagues, Foreign Secretary, Defence Secretary, Trade Secretary, and to the PM personally.
Yes, well, doing the right thing might be embarrassing sometimes, but that's not a very good reason for not doing it.
You know we already sell arms to places like Syria, Chile, Iran.
Yes, but that's officially approved.
Quite. And you're happy about what they do with them?
Well, obviously not entirely.
Well, either you're in the arms business or you're not.
Well, if being in it means arming murderers and terrorists, then we should be out. It's immoral.
Oh, great! Great! And is it moral to put 100,000 British workers out of a job? What about the exports? £2 billion a year down the tube for starters. And what about the votes? Where do you think the government places all those weapons contracts?
In marginal constituencies, obviously.
Exactly.
Look, Vic, all I'm saying is that now that I know about it, the Prime Minister must be told.
Why?
Why?
Just because you've caught something nasty, why do you have to wander about breathing over it? Are you happy in the Cabinet?
Yes, of course I am.
You want to stay in it? Well, then.
I'm sorry, Vic, but there is such a thing as duty. There are times when one must do what one's conscience tells one.
Oh, for God's sake! Must you go round flashing your petty, private, individual little conscience? Don't you think anybody else has got one? Haven't you got a conscience about the survival of the government?
Of course I have, yes.
Here's the PM on the verge of signing an international anti-terrorist agreement.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, there's a lot you don't know about. Can't you see that it's essential to deal with the major policy aspects rather than pick off a couple of little arms exporters and terrorist groups?
Yes, I suppose it is just a couple of little terrorist groups.
Well, they can't kill that many people, can they?
Suppose not.
And you want to blow it all in a fit of moral self-indulgence. After all, with the PM thinking about you as the next Foreign Secretary?
You mean that? Good Lord.
Still, if you want to martyr yourself, then go ahead and press for an inquiry. Feel free to jeopardize everything we've all fought for and worked for together all these years.
No, of course. Well, obviously, I mean, it's appalling if Italian terrorists are getting hold of British weapons. But, as you said, there is such a thing as loyalty. You know, the common purpose. I suppose one must see these things in a proper perspective.
Of course, with the Ministry of Defence or the Board of Trade.
Oh, absolutely. Ministry of Defence problem, Board of Trade problem, Foreign Office problem. See that now?
So we can hold it over for the time being, can we? Don't want to upset and embarrass the PM, do we?
Absolutely not. Definitely not. No. Sorry, I mentioned it.
Good man.
Someone in Britain is
giving bombs to murderers.
Selling, not giving.
Oh, that makes it okay.
Now, be serious, Annie. An investigation might uncover all sorts of goings-on.
Oh, I see. It's all right to investigate if you might catch one criminal, but not if you might catch lots of them.
Well, if they're your cabinet colleagues, yes, you're right. Now, you see, government is a very complex business, Annie. There are so many conflicting considerations.
Like whether you do the right thing or the wrong thing.
Exactly. No, not. Well, what do you suggest I should do?
Take a moral stand.
How?
Threaten resignation.
They'd accept it. Then where would I be? I mean, if they accept my resignation and I'm gone, I'm not in a position to do any good anymore, am I?
You're not doing good now.
Look, resignation may be a sop to my conscience and to yours, but it won't stop Italian terrorists getting British bombs.
Well, it might if you threaten to tell what you know.
Well, what do I know? I don't know any hard facts when I know it's going on, because nobody's denied it, but that's not proof. Don't you see? I'm in a real fix.
I don't think you realise just how real a fix you're in. This letter arrived today. From Major Saunders.
Dear Mr. Hacker, thank you for seeing me on Monday last. Such a relief to have told you about this ghastly business of the supply of British weapons to the Italian terrorists. I know you will act upon this information as you promised, and I look forward to seeing some action taken.
You see? Now what will you do when Major Saunders tells the world that he told you about this scandal and you did nothing?
It's a photocopy. He's got the original.
And it was recorded delivery, so you can't say you didn't get it.
I'm trapped. Completely trapped. I can't tell the PM, I can't not tell the PM.
I see.
I was just wondering, Minister, if we might not use the Rhodesia solution.
Bernard, you excel yourself. Of course, Minister, the Rhodesia solution.
What are you talking about?
Oil sanctions, remember? A member of the government was told about the way British companies were sanction busting.
What did he do?
He told the Prime Minister.
What did he do?
He told the Prime Minister in such a way that the Prime Minister didn't hear him.
What do you mean I should mumble it or something in the division lobby?
No, Minister, you write a note.
Very faint pencil. Please, be practical.
No, Minister, it's awfully obvious. You write a note which is susceptible of misinterpretation.
Oh, I see. Dear Prime Minister, it has come to my attention that the Italian Red Terrorists are getting hold of British top-secret bomb-making equipment. How do you misinterpret that?
You can't.
Well, exactly.
So you don't write that. You use a more circumspect style and you avoid any mention of bombs or terrorists or any of that sort of thing.
Wouldn't that be rather difficult? Is that what it's all about?
You say, Bernard, write this down. My attention has been drawn on a personal basis to information which suggests the possibility of certain irregularities under Section
1 of the Import, Export and Customs Powers Defence Act 1939C.
Thank you, Bernard. You then go on to suggest that somebody else should do something about it. Prima facie evidence suggests that there could be a case for further investigation to establish whether or not inquiries should be put in hand, and then you smudge it all over. Nevertheless, it should be stressed that available information is limited and relevant facts could be difficult to establish with any degree of certainty.
I see.
Then, if there were an inquiry, you'd be in the clear, and everybody would understand that the busy PM might not have grasped the full implications of such a letter.
You certainly would. That's most unclear.
Thank you, Minister. Then, you arrange for the letter to arrive at number 10 on the day the PM leaves for an overseas summit. So there is also doubt about whether it was the PM or the acting PM who read the note. And so the whole thing is written off as a breakdown in communications. Everybody's in the clear and everybody can get on with their business.
Including the Red Terrorists.
Exactly.
We spoke to the curator. They get an average of 11 visitors a day. Anyway, it's a constituency matter. It's nothing to do with you or Whitehall. Why are you so interested in it?
There is a question of principle.
Principle?
You know, what you used to tell me politics was about.
What principle?
The principle of taking money away from the arts and putting it into things like football. A football club is a commercial operation. There is no cause for subsidizing if it runs out of money.
Why not?
Why not?
Yes, why not? There's no difference between subsidizing football and subsidizing art, except that a lot more people are interested in football.
Our cultural heritage has to be preserved.
For whom? For people like you mean? For the educated middle classes. Why should the rest of the country subsidize the pleasures of the middle class few? Theatre, opera, ballet. Subsidizing art in this country is nothing more than a middle class rip-off.
Oh, Minister, how can you say such a thing? Subsidy is about education, preserving the pinnacles of our civilization. Or hadn't you noticed?
Don't patronize me, Humphrey. I believe in education too. I'm a graduate of the London School of Economics, may I remind you?
Well, I'm glad to learn that even the LSE is not totally opposed to education.
Nothing wrong with subsidising sport. Sport is educational.
We have sex education, too. Should we subsidise sex, perhaps?
Oh, could we?
Let us choose what we subsidise. By the extent of popular demand. There's nothing wrong with that. It's democratic.
But, Minister, this is the thin end of the wedge. What would happen to the Royal Opera House on such a basis? The very summit of our cultural achievement.
Yes, the Royal Opera House. Very good case in point. And what do? Mozart, Wagner, Verdi, Puccini. Germans and Italians. Not our culture. Why should we subsidise the culture of the Axis powers?
Our European partners, Minister.
The Royal Opera House gets about £9.5 million of public money every year. And for what? The public can't afford £30 seats, and if it could, they can't get them. There aren't enough of them. The vast majority of the audience consists almost entirely of big business executives, block booked by me. Hold on, how do you know about this before I do?
Oh, I just happened to be with the Cabinet Secretary shortly after the decision was taken.
See. Cabinet Minister with a responsibility for the arts, eh? Yes. well.
Yes, indeed.
Well, thank you for letting me know, Humphrey. Anything more? I'm just about to start a meeting.
Oh, the meeting, yes. Now, Minister, I do hope that you've considered the implications of your new appointment on the subject you're discussing.
Rescuing a football club?
No. I was wondering how it would look if, as Cabinet Minister responsible for the arts, your first action would be to knock down an art gallery.
It's quite a decent little art gallery, really.
Exactly.
Interesting building.
Grade 2 listed.
Minister, I do think you ought to start this meeting.
Oh, my God. What have I got to say?
Councillors Wilkinson, Noble and Greensmith.
Brian! Good to see you. Please. Doug. This is Sir Humphrey Appleby, my permanent secretary.
You mean he's only a temp? Well, it's going great, Jim. We've got all the political parties with us now and the county council. All we need is your department's approval for using the proceeds from the sale of the art gallery as a loan to the club.
Well, I'm afraid there's a snag.
You said there weren't any?
Well, there is.
What?
Well, it's just that, well, it appears, well, it seems, well, I should say, it has emerged. I think Sir Humphrey could explain this better than I
could. It can't be done, gentlemen. The art gallery is... It's a trust. Terms of the original bequest or something.
That's right, it's a trust. We should just have to knock something else down. School, church, hospital. Bound to be something.
I can't believe this. You mean I've got to go and tell the people back home that you've gone back on your word? I mean, it was your own idea.
But it's not me, it's the law.
Well, why didn't you find out till now?
Well, let me be absolutely frank with you. The truth is that it would be possible to push this through. Just possible. But it would take an awful long time.
OK, take the time. We've spent enough.
But the trouble is, you see, something else would have to go by the board. And the thing that's taking my time at the moment is forcing through this increase in councillors' expenses and attendance allowances. And, you see, I can't put my personal weight behind both schemes. I suppose I could forget about the increased allowances for councillors. Concentrate on the legal obstacles to the sale of the art gallery.
Tricky things, legal obstacles.
And this is a particularly tricky one.
And at the end of the day, you might still fail.
Every possibility.
Well, if that's the way it is, there is a chance that we might want to close Edge Hill Road Primary at the end of the year. That site would fetch a couple of million, give or take. Well, there it is then.
No ill feelings, Jim.
Good. And you'll explain locally that we can't overcome the legal obstacles.
Of course we will. Carry on with the good work, eh?
Look, if the PM wants you to be in the stupid cabinet, the PM will phone back if you're out. Or you can phone back.
Darling, the whole point is that I ran the campaign against the PM for the leadership. If I'm out, well, who knows?
I could take a message.
There it is. Hello, yes, speaking. Oh, it's you, Michael. No, I haven't had a call. Have you had a call? Bill's had a call. What's he got? Europe? Bill's got Europe.
Lucky Europe. I didn't know Bill could speak French.
You can hardly speak English. Yeah, I'll call you back if I hear anything. Right. Bye.